everybody! And welcome, Comcast be damned! We are streaming this day! Today is June 9th, 2024, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time tuning in, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on a variety of games played very similar to this one at your heart's content, or you can go towards anywhere audio casts are being made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can check out on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fantastic folks, feel free to again go to patreon.com/indooradventures. But let's say you already support us on Patreon. You already support us on YouTube and Twitch and all of those other wonderful places, and you're trying to think to yourself, where can I go to help support this fantastic show even more? Guess what, Acorns? I got your back. Quite literally, in fact, because if you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got crop tops, we got mugs, we got throw pillows, shower curtains, aprons, clocks. We even have face masks with the symbol of Tiamat designed upon them by our very own Cyberwolf1201, where all of the proceeds of our merch currently goes to help support Doctors Without Borders. So, I don't know if you've taken a look outside recently or checked in on the news. Doctors Without Borders is a great cause to help support, so if you would like to help support a good cause or possibly help support the show, you can again go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. But that is it for my opening spiel. Hey, Wally, who you playing today?
Sup, it's me, Wally. Today I am playing, okay, I forgot to look at my, today I am playing Lamar, pronouns he, him. Their traits are, it's a secret, and it's like breathing. I wasn't sure what else I should say about the character, if we're gonna do like intro descriptions of the character when we play, but okay, yeah, we'll do descriptions of the character when we play. But me, sup y'all, it's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary my best friend on the internet. You can find me at W8LLE132, just like the cute little Disney robot, where you can talk about the things that I'm the things that I'm in, and the things that I play in, because I got a lot of projects in the works, and I think you should follow me on Twitter so you can find out about it. And I'm going to, I forgot who's next. And I'm going to pass it over on to, Kylie.
Hi, everyone. I've decided to crawl out from under the rock that I've been living in for like the past, I don't know how long it's been since I've been on a stream playing with these wonderful people, but excited to be back. My pronouns are she, Faye. And tonight I will be playing Cora, also alias Guppy, Bronte, who is the libero for our team. And I lost the comment that said who to pass it to next, so
What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy RJ. I'm on it. I'm always on top of things. Hello, everyone. Today I'll be playing Liam Lemon Ackhurst. We both go by he, him. He's the Team Heartthrob, and I'm a menace. His traits are, one, yes, the Team Heartthrob, and also the Quitter's Return. Oh,
I forgot to say my traits. I'm so sorry.
Go.
I have In Their Shadow and Tempting Offer. Okay, please continue.
No, that's it. I'm bumping it to Simon.
Guys, I'm so excited to be here. Hello, my name is I am the Indoor Adventurer, and tonight I shall be playing as Charles Chaz Bronte II. My position on this team is the setter, and my traits are our new captain and into your world. I fucking love volleyball. I'm so psyched for this. Sid, take us away.
You got it. Hello, I am Sid. You can find me on the internet at GreekSid, though rarely. I am going to be subletting Kylan's Rock for a little bit, so, I hope you do not mind. Otherwise, you can find me Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays over on twitch.tv/GameNights, 2 G's and a K. Game Nights, I play a lot of fun shenanigans with friends over there. Today, however, I will be facilitating this game, aka just sort of kind of vaguely keeping us somewhat on the rails, but only somewhat, just a little, just a tad. Yeah, I'm so excited, y'all. We are playing one of the brand new games available from my favorite game developers, Story Brewers Role Playing. They are at least famous with me for such wonderful games as Good Society, and they actually just fully funded times like a million a new game called Castles in the Air, which I highly suggest you play as well. You could basically do Anne of Green Gables for fun and tears. But definitely check them out. They're amazing. V and Haley are the main devs over there, and you could not meet two more wonderful people. Today, however, we're fighting with Spirit. And that means we're playing some gosh dang volleyball.
Yes!
Like, yes. The game of Fight with Spirit is very much a collaborative narrative game. There are no dice. I'm sorry. All of my very lovely math rocks over here in there.
What am I going to do with all these dice?
I don't know. They can sit there and they can hang out today because we're not using dice.
Time
We're using
to eat 'em.
tokens. Yeah, we don't need them right now. We don't need them. No dice shall be rolled. We will be using some tokens, which my lovely friends have, and we'll also be briefly using a play deck. So there might be some card drawing, which we'll let you know about later. Otherwise, this is a collaborative game where we tell essentially the television show of our sports anime dreams about our amazing volleyball team, the South Beach Sharks. And as such, we cannot have the season finale of a television show without giving you a full recap of what happened previously, which hasn't happened. We're gonna make it up for you right now. That's what a role-playing game is. So previously on Never Look Down, the scrappy South Beach Sharks have shocked the tri-state area by taking their ragtag team with secondhand uniforms from what I'm being told is their defunct swim team. Wait, no, you're telling me they practice in the drained pool? That can't be right. That's right? Steve, is that right? Wow. These tenacious athletes have fought their way tooth and nail to the grand final championships. So here is where we would pan down. Who can give me just a quick visual vignette and a nice little soundbite from the quarterfinals, where we played the previously reigning champs, the Ash Point Arrows.
Okay.
It is. Oh,
No, go for it. All you.
Please.
it is the night before the quarterfinals, and it is raining heavily outside of the cheap motel we were able to rent for this weekend tournament. And I think it's just a small scene, Liam and Cora are out by the vending machines grabbing something, and Liam is just tapping the top of a soda can before looking up to Cora and saying, I don't think I could abandon the team again. I think it'll leave a bad taste in my mouth if I do it for a second time.
I love it. And then we'll see the full shot of, that full set and spike from the hammer. And we've won quarters. And then we pan over with some softer music to something a bit more regal, like a full senior formal of sorts, but it's actually for all of the sports across the tri-state area. We're at the sports formal. Can someone give me a quick vignette and soundbite for something interesting that happened at sports formal? Not RJ, you already did it.
Um,
Oh, go ahead,
And
go
RJ's
ahead.
saying no.
No, I was
no,
going.
you go. You
Woo!
Oh.
go. You go ahead, Colin.
Okay. I'm gonna say it is the night of the sports formal. We are all gussied up and dressed in our best. I think there is a moment where Cora is by the punch bowl, and then a friend of theirs, from the New Crest Neons, Skylar Stone, comes up, and at this point, they're super jazzed, because they were able to secure an offer for Cora to join the New Crest Neons. And I think what they say is like, you don't want to miss this. This is the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yes. Oh, good soundbite. Good soundbite. And we just see Cora's very torn up, like torn face. I love it. I love it. All right. Now I need a soundbite from the semifinals.
There was this moment in like the final in like how many quarters are in a volleyball game again? I think it's like 4.
So technically there are 2 halves. It's first to
Okay.
15, you swap, and then the first to 25, unless both are within 2 points, and then it's final rally.
So there was
Simon is the final person on all of this. We have
Yeah.
agreed in our collaboration on this game. We're not
100%.
going to get too technical, okay? We're
Nice
moving on. Now.
There was this moment in the first half where they're playing, and they are going against the team they are going against was pretty much gunning for Lamar. So you see this moment
It was
where
in fact the Neons that were gunning.
yes, and you see this moment where they legit spike the ball into Lamar's shoulder as he's going up for a block, and it causes him to fall and land on his shoulder, and he gets pulled out the game. But in the second half, there's this moment where y'all are struggling and everything, and you see her, and you see Lamar coming out of from the back, shoulder all wrapped up, and doctors like trying to drag him to pull him back, and he's shoving them off left and right, and he gets back into the game, and he just helps you guys pull to the end. But then at the very last bit of it, there is a cut to after the game with Lamar in the hallway with the doctor, and the doctor said, if you push yourself like this, like, you will never be able to play again.
Dang! All right. Well, now I need a very quick little vignette between the vignette for as it's announced, like media coverage of the 2 teams that will be going head to head in the grand final, which, as we know, our players at least, Process Nation will be our demons, the Dockside Demons, our fallen heroes, and us, the South Beach Sharks. So what's that vignette? You know, just having a couple of the players chat with each other, and I don't know, just something happen maybe backstage, talking to the demons. So this one I'll go to Simon, I believe.
Okay. So what we hear is the squeaking of shoes against that laminate gym floor. We see the flashing of lights. It cuts from there of our teams lining up, posing, so that way, like, in case either team wins, you know, they'll have a good photo to put in the big display case of the trophy room. I want to say one of our other teammates who's more or I guess they would probably be interviewing Chaz, since he is team captain, asking him, like, how do you feel leading up to this game? How, like, do you feel like your team is prepared? Do you feel like you're prepared? And there is a camera flash, and it is the night before, and it is Lamar and Chaz on the ledge of, like, looking out into the parking lot of the motel. They're drinking water. Lamar has just explained to Chaz, like, hey, my shoulder's jacked, like, if I push myself that hard. And I think Chaz tells him, like, just one more game. Just one more game, and if we win, then we can figure out what we do from there. And he puts his fist up for a camaraderie bump to Lamar and says, never look down. and there is like that, and there is that commemorate, like as their fists bump, there's like a follow-up camera flash, and Chaz has his arms behind his back, and he says, "I believe that we are going to be putting up the best fight that we possibly can. We may be sharks without water, but that does not mean that we have lost our edge."
Ugh. Yes. Yes. All right. Then we get a lovely pan, like, back to our announcer who says, and of course the 4 standout players have unarguably been from our prodigal outside hitter, Liam Lemon Eckhurst. All right, so Liam, we need a little character vignette. This is your time to describe what we see when we see Liam. Any fun little character bits and a little sound bite. So give us Liam. Give us a little picture of Liam.
From the staging area, there is the air blast of cannons as like the confetti goes up. The fog just starts billowing out from under him. From under the machinery, and from out of the fog there is this red-haired individual that is just currently slicking his hair back and putting it up with a headband. It is just a pure focus on his face, like a shark that has just smelt blood in the water. As you hear the singular squeak of his tennis shoe hitting that laminated floor, and then the music blasts outwards like his theme song as he's walking, looks up at the stand, gives a finger gun to like some fans, and they like swoon and faint. And as he reaches like the center court, looks over to the demons and gives them a big thumbs down.
I love it. I love it. Do you have a soundbite? Do you have a catchphrase for us for Liam?
No, I think it's like Spider-Man.
He's
not making the jokes. No, he's not making the jokes here. He's being serious.
What's your theme song?
Ooh, boy.
Ooh.
I wanted to default to Rip and Tear by Mick Gordon, but that's
It really is a good one, though.
It's a really good one. Hold on, let me pull up the Liam playlist.
We'll post these in Nights in the Courtyard as well.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I called it When Life Gives You Lemons because his sports name is Lemon. He walks out to Lights and Sounds by Yellow Card.
Hell yeah.
Love it. And then, of course, Cora Guppy Bronte as the breakout freshman libero.
I think it's one of those things where she comes out with like this very determined look on her face, but she's not looking at the crowd. Her eyes are focused straight ahead on the competition until she hears someone calling her name. And I want to say, just to like make the spice a little bit, make it a little spice, I'm going to say that it is her friend Skylar who offered her this role on the Neons to begin with, and maybe one of their coaches, just to like really spice things up. And I think you don't hear like a verbal soundbite that would go out to the whole audience, but in her head, you know, it's just got the head voice. I think it's like, I have to prove what I can do.
I love it. I love it. Lamar Hammer Burton living up to his name as their hammer of a middle blocker.
So I think when that happened, the announcer says that, and this is something I think that Lemon set up with Lamar, that he had to do this for the finals. So all the lights cut off in the arena, and you then see fogs and like lights, like spotlights shine down into the entrance we've been coming out of as fog billows out of it. And the music hits as Hawatari Nico Senti by Maximum the Hormone starts playing as he comes out from this smoke, and you see this guy that is 6 feet tall, jacked with muscle. His hair is spiked and slicked back, and the center of like the hair of his hair is dyed like dark deep sea blue, while the sides of it is dyed like shark skin gray, and his hair is slicked back completely. And you see this long scar going going over the bridge of his nose, and his eyes are just like fierce looking eyes. And you see he lets out this breath, and you see his teeth are these rows of jagged sharp teeth, because this is a sports anime. There is gonna be the one that just looks like an absolute there's gonna be the one that looks like an absolute beast. And he takes in a breath, and he breathes out this fog coming from his mouth, and he like pushes the fog out the way, and all the lights come back on as he walks onto the court.
We have a soundbite for Lamar at all.
There's a soundbite. We see it's like a quick cut back to the locker room, and you see that Lamar was told that this has to be his last game. He cannot push himself. And he looks at the mirror and he goes, one more game. And he punches his fist against the mirror, and we cut back to the court.
We shatter back. And the team captain and resident setter, Charles Chaz Bronte II, holding this crew together. Yeah.
So Chaz, his intro theme is Believe by Cher. In sharp contrast to the Maximum the Hormone coming from Lamar. He has like dyed like gray silver-ish hair, freckles. And I think this is his first year as captain, and this is the first year that the Sharks have gotten as far as they have. He's nervous. And then he remembers the teachings of The Way of the Ace by Kotaro Bokuto, one of the top aces of the precincts in Japan, and which is that the back of an ace should always inspire others, because the rest of the team will always be looking at the back of the ace when they are doing what they need to. And so I think that Chaz is like feeling a little nervous. He's feeling a little sweaty. And then seeing Lamar come out and just immediately take hold of the energy of this amphitheater. I think that Chaz like puts a hand on his chest, lets out a deep breath. And then he is running out onto the field, and he looks over and he sees the setter for the Dockside Demons, Inez Hartnell. Who is she? It couldn't be Chaz's heartthrob / childhood crush. No possible way. And there is a moment where he sees her and like closes his eyes and waves at her. And I think Chaz's voice clip will be stopping mid-intro run to turn in the direction of all of their fans, and he does a deep bow and yells, "Thank you for coming to cheer us on." And then he will right himself and then go over to the rest of his team.
So freaking wholesome. Oh. And they, of course, will be facing off against the former powerhouse Dockside Demons, led by senior setter Inez Hartnell. We do get a little something from Inez, who, fun function of our game, I believe actually almost all of our side characters, surprisingly, not played by me. I just get to hang today, y'all, are actually played by all of you. And I believe Inez...
And by you means me.
by you means me, not me meaning you. Wally,
yes,
you'll actually be taking on the role of Inez. So, hey, you get a little bonus. Give us a quick Inez vignette and soundbite.
Okay, so what you see is this you see this person, you see Inez is like slicked back long hair, uh perfectly cut, perfectly manicured and everything, almost militaristic in the way they hold themselves as they walk out onto the court. Eyes looks right at Chaz, who's being really like wonderful and wholesome and happy-go-lucky about this, but they are so serious. They just eyes lock onto them as they make their way into the court, as like the rest of them file out after them, like in a almost like military style like formation. And then we have a quick cut back, and it says like 7 years ago. You see Inez, little Inez. She is currently at the playground, like hitting volleyballs against the wall over and over again. And the camera like pans over. It looks like she's been doing this for hours, over and over again. And you see like little like red marks on her hands. And the camera pans over, and you see Chaz, a little tiny Chaz, like watching from the sidelines, holding their ball. What does Chaz do?
So if Chaz sees Inez practicing her spiking, or practicing like the return set, I think he would go over and say, I can set for you.
Inez stops.
We're not going to turn this into a scene.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to break now.
Oh, yeah,
We're
yeah,
just
yeah.
a vignette, so you tell me what happens, and then we're going to dive in.
I think it just like there's a moment where she just looks at him for a while, and then nods, and then they just end up practicing setting. And it's like a thing of, I'm surprised someone can keep up with me kind of thing. And it cuts back to present day as we see she gets into the court, and that's when Chaz waves at her, and she looks back at him and is locked in. No wave back or anything.
And of course, we'll see all of this today on, and we get our big blast of our opening credits. Man, I really want to see what the logo for this freaking is. Like all of you in here in your like different poses with like the big superimposed volleyball that says "Never look down."
Say "never look down" as a big splash screen, and you'd hear like ruffling of feathers as birds fly off from the side.
Yes.
The guitar swells. It's Asian Kung Fu generation, because it always is.
It's always
Of
always
course
in the
it
Kung Fu
is.
generation,
Or
yes.
bump of chicken. It's one of the two.
And definitely
Hello?
definitely in the intro, there's definitely a moment of us where we're all like jumping off of something into something. Where we're just in the air like that.
Yes.
About to spike the ball.
No, this is perfect. So you are leading into our first cycle of play, which is our opening credits. So I need all of you. We'll go through twice. I need everyone to give me a snapshot. So snapshot being a little different than a vignette. We're just, when we get our barrage of snapshots of seeing you at school, seeing you on the court, seeing you like together as a team or with family and friends. So you could be playing with intense focus, going through your school day, doing something else you love. Let's go ahead. We'll go in reverse. We'll start with Chaz. So we get our big splash screen of "Never Look Down," and then we get a snapshot of Chaz. What's Chaz doing?
So the snapshot that I would like to have is that the team is out at dinner. It's one of those like Dragon Ball Z style meals where it's just mountains of food plated. Lamar is eating a shit ton, but then starts choking, and it's Chaz like realizing this and like slapping him on the back to like get him to like cough out his food. Liam's like laughing next to him. And Cora, I want to say, is on the other side of the table looking at these three. And she's enjoying herself, but there is that like visual narrative of her being a little bit on the outside.
Separated? Oh, I love that.
Approved.
Approved. Yes. All right. RJ, Liam, give me a snapshot. What's our snapshot?
It is after a it's mid training for one game, but it is Liam, Lamar, Chaz, and Cora hanging by the bleachers of the court, and they are just watching their team play. There is various emotions on their faces, floating from determined to happy to like extreme focus. A ball is then like it's a cut shot to someone spiking the ball downwards over the net.
Right. Cora, give me a snapshot.
I think it's one of those moments. Maybe it actually happened in one of our tournament games.
Previous episodes, yes.
Yeah. Where I think it's one of those things like when Cora's on the court, she is like overshadowed by all these people taller than her because she's a pretty short gal. And I think I want to say oh wait, here we go. So the shot was the previous shot was of someone spiking the ball on our team, but then it cuts to as the ball's going, it was actually spiked by a member of let's say the Ash Point Arrows. And you see Cora just diving for the ball and hitting it over to Chaz actually. And as Chaz spikes it and they score the point, maybe it's like another teammate comes up to Chaz and like, puts their hand on his shoulder like, oh, great job. And you just cut back to Cora, who just has this very like sad and serious look on her face.
Dejected.
Can I offer an anime level of juicy?
Yes.
The cheering of Chaz and the other player, you see the shadow of it long and drawn over Cora.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
That's so good. Oh, I love it. All right. Lamar, give us one.
I think the vignette we see this moment of it's like a splash frame. Like if this like in the original manga adaptation of this series, this was one of the special double page color spreads in Shonen Jump, where
That's
you
canon.
see
That's canon,
them
yeah.
all in the gym. You see Chaz running on a treadmill while drinking from a water bottle. You see Liam looking in the mirror, flexing at himself and holding up a cell phone, taking pictures every now and then. You see Cora using dumbbells to do like some arm curls. And then you see a picture of Lamar, who is bench pressing just a shit ton of weights and just making them clang over and over again.
I love it. All right. I don't want to put you on the spot, but we will go back the other direction. Give me your second one, and then we'll end with Chaz before we go to our final.
Because this is like the end, like the roundup of the intro theme, like post like the bridge. So this is the point
It's
where
when
you
they
see
start coming faster.
Yeah,
like
this is
they're
the point
even
where
shorter little snippets.
we see like these vignettes, these quick little vignettes of like every team member doing their like signature move. But it's like super anime-fied when they do it. Like I think for Lamar, you see him like setting up a spike, and as he's bringing his arm up, you see this image of this like gigantic shark looming over the net as he's about to spike the ball, kind of thing. And I think for like Cora, you see this moment where she's dashing for the ball as this is about to go over the net, but it's represented as this blinding speed of light that's just darting back and forth between everybody's legs as she dives down and hits the ball up. And I think for Liam, it's this moment where you see him crouch down and he just flies backwards, launching himself in a direction that he really should not be with physics, and slaps the ball before it gets out of bounds. And then for Chaz, there's this moment where you see the camera zooms in on his eye, and his eye like is like yellow and it looks like a falcon's eye, and it zooms out as he's about to take the set the ball up for the spike.
The eye becomes the ball. The eye becomes the ball.
Oh, it's so hype every time.
All right. Cora, give me one more.
I want to say that, like, how am I trying to phrase this? Once this eye becomes like a sparkle almost, and we cut out to, I think the four of them kind of just like laying out, like outside, maybe on the sand by a beach or something. That feels right to me. And you see like a twinkle in the sky of like stars as they're all looking up, and maybe even a little shooting star flies by just for the cute factor.
Just like the anime, the friends all laying on the blanket together, looking up at the stars as they twinkle by. I love it. All right, Liam.
The scene shifts as the friends laying on the beach are suddenly shifted and turned feet-wise, and shadows extend out from underneath them and upwards into this giant wall of hands, and each time those shadows, the faces reflect differently of each of the different teams they're gonna fight.
I love it. Oh yes, so we get flashes of some of our side characters. We see Skylar again. We see Victor Dragunov, which I'm so sad we might not see him. Maybe we'll see him at the event. It's fine.
He's cheering from the sidelines.
Yes, he's cheering from the sidelines.
It's fucking go!
I just picture Victor just being this Gamagori looking motherfucker, just cheering in the sidelines.
Oh, I love it. And yeah, I think most of these other friends are on our team, so yeah, we will see them later. So yeah, we get to see all these folks, and then yeah, Chaz, close us out.
So for the final bit of this opening, what it is that it shows like a single path in the road, and standing facing what you can see is like the lower quarter of somebody, so you can see that their hand is like kind of loose. You can see pant leg, and in front of them as the wind blows, there is Inez Hartnell who's holding out a volleyball with one hand going like this, but then it does a hard cut, and then it shows from behind Inez, who has that ball out, that it is Chaz doing the same pose as the wind continues to sweep by. You do a hard cut so that way it's both of them facing each other with this line down the middle. And as it hits that final like guitar lick to bring in the end of the credits, you see Inez slightly turn her head away. But Chaz does not look past that. He keeps looking forward. And then of course you do the like pan to the sky, Toei Inc., which means that we'll never get a translation in America unless it gets popular enough. And then just like 2024.
Yes!
And it's
Guys,
all set to Satellite by Boone.
There it is. Yeah. Oh my god, it just started playing for me.
I got chills. That's amazing. Yes. Well, that is our opening credits, friends. That's just the beginning, okay? All right. So we move from that. We get our nice bouncy music that leads us into the beginning of the show. And we're going to go ahead and start with daily life and events. So I do have an event planned. So we will be doing both. Normally we would probably start with one and then decide if we're going to do the other. Y'all, we're doing both. You know we're doing both. Who are we kidding? We're doing both. We're doing both. So which would you all like to start with, however? Do we want to do daily life and then do the event and finish out the event before break? Do we want to start off with the event and maybe go into daily life before the match? Do we have thoughts?
I kind of want to do daily because I want to see them the high school interaction with these guys.
College.
Yeah,
We're all
interaction,
adults.
yeah.
Everyone is an adult.
I want to see that. I want to see that interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we feel?
I would say it's a good ramp up of scale where it goes from minimal stakes, medium stakes, high stakes. So we get that good crescendo.
They're getting stakes.
No one's giving me steaks. All right, we're starting
Getting
with daily
food?
life then. Y'all got food? I didn't get catering. All right.
Our team super
So-
can't.
So, will each get to set up one vignette, which we've already done some. That was a little bit of a warm up. See what I did there? Warmed you up a little bit. Vignette does not involve other people. You can maybe bring other characters into the vignette, but there won't be conversation. It'll just be a general idea of sort of what happens. And then you'll also get to set up one scene. So the scene will be set in the place you would like it to be. You can invite in characters of your choosing. So that will be one scene as well. And I also get to set up one scene and one vignette as the facilitator, mainly so I can start using my trouble tokens. You all have trouble tokens as well. So, brief thing of the tokens. Again, I said we do not get to use our lovely math rocks. We instead get to use tokens. So, if at some point during our daily life and events you would like to see something interesting, something a little harebrained, something that might cause a little bit of trouble for one of your fellow characters, you may offer them a trouble token. If they would like to accept this new little hiccup, little road speed bump on their road of life, they have 3 options. They can say yes, absolutely, and then they'll take that trouble token from you. You'll lose it, and they'll get a fight token as recompense, and then the scene will continue. They can say yes, but if. So they say yes, I'll do it, but only if there are certain other things that also happen. So we can get into a little bit of a conversation. Or they can just straight up say, nah, not looking forward to it. Don't want to do it. So you would keep your trouble token. They won't get a fight token. We'll continue on. Make sense? And you will also, you all do have your lovely traits. So you can be working toward a completion of these traits. If something happens within the world of our game that you feel like would bring some sort of closure or like completion to one of your traits, something that happens within game, you can say that you've completed that trait. And if you do, then you can take a spirit token. Fight and spirit tokens can help us through matches. So they can be pretty handy to have if you want to maybe rack some of those up. So yeah, we'll get into some of the other stuff later, but yeah, just keep that in mind for our vignettes and our scenes, that we have lovely tokens to trade with each other to make interesting things happen. So, does anyone have a vignette or a scene in mind?
I've got a vignette.
Yeah? Give it to us.
It is night before the big finals, and Liam is hanging outside of their motel banister walkway. He looks sick to his stomach. He is nervous. Jacob Fletcher of the Ash Point Arrows rounds the corner and sees him and invites him to play a one-on-one just to get his mind off things. And it is revealed during that initial bump set spike that Liam has some hang-ups about his first time leaving the team. And the entire season he's been trying to make it up for them, but he feels like nothing he's been doing has been good enough to give back to the team. And Jacob gives them a pep talk where, if they really didn't want you on the team, you wouldn't be there, bud. So he comes back to the final match looking a little bit more refreshed. Still nervous as hell because this is a very big sporting event.
Oh, so how big is our amphitheater? I love the idea of we see we're doing a lot of timey-wimey, which is very, very anime. Come on, let's be honest. We know that where we actually are right now is we're about to start the grand final. but we're doing a lot of flashbacks back and forth. So I like to think Liam is standing there in the middle of this amphitheater. How many people are here?
This is like, how big are we talking? Regional, national?
You tell me. This is we said tri-state, so this is a huge like tri-state meet, so not quite national.
If we're going by NCAA standards for college basketball seating capacity, you are looking at 34,000 seats. At most, that's the Carrier Dome in Syracuse, and then they tend to be more around the 20,000 seat.
Still a lot of
Capacity.
people.
Let's say 25.
Holy shit.
25,000 people are in this stadium.
And it's probably being live streamed with people watching from all over the world. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just like a little
People
thing
in
we
our
do.
hometown who know us.
Yeah.
We're
It's
inspiring
not so much
some
the
short
people I
boy.
don't know.
It's the people I do. I love it. So we get to see these lovely flashes of this going through Liam's brain as we get ready to start the grand final. I love it. Does anyone else have a scene or a vignette?
I have a vignette.
Yeah, give it to us.
It's it was right after the finals. This is like the day, not right after the day, right after the semifinals and leading up towards the finals.
Okay.
It was this moment where because Lamar get told Mari, our coach,
Mhm.
about what's happening to him, and it's not like he told her. It was that she was watching him train by himself one day, and pretty much put two and two together. It's like he is not hitting as powerful as he should be. What's going on? And so there's this vignette where we see this moment where Mari is letting him know that you're not doing your best, but you're not doing your best, so you need to relearn to hit better. And there's only one person can help you with that. And the doors slam open, and we see Victor Dragunov walk in, and you see this basically this training vignette of Victor teaching Lamar how to hit like using his full power, but not to make his like shoulder explode in the process.
Oh, I love it.
Can I offer that
Yes.
Dragunov is Mari Sheffield's nephew?
Oh my gosh,
Like they're
yes.
just like related.
Oh, I freaking
somehow.
love that.
Like,
Oh,
yes.
I thought you were about to offer our first trouble token, but no, I
No,
love
no.
that. That's just great.
I love that.
The thing he would probably have taught you is that you don't necessarily need to spike the ball directly down as long as you get the touch off of the hit. If you hit the opponent's fingertips and then the ball sails off, that is a point for your side. So shoot upwards, not shoot down.
Yeah, I think it's like the way he tells it to him is a lot like he's telling him, "Do you know why you could not beat me at first?" And
Do
this,
you
and he
know
pretty
why
much
you could not beat me?
exactly, yeah. And he just pretty much breaks down like why he's better than him, and he's gonna teach you how you can break me. If you can break me, you can break anyone else on that court, and that's how that goes.
I freaking love it. Yes, love it, love it, love it. All right. Anyone else got a scene or a vignette? And again, you are welcome to set up scenes and vignettes both for your major character. You're also allowed to do them on behalf of one of the connections that you run as well. So keep that in mind.
Oh, I got one.
Okay, so you got your scene now, huh? You gonna do a scene?
Oh, I thought we got. I had another
one vignette. One
Damn
scene.
it! I want to take
Keep
it
rolling.
back.
Gotta keep it rolling. Gotta keep it rolling.
Okay, I would like to set up a scene. I'll be the
Yes.
first one. I'll be the first one
go.
to take the bait.
Bite the bullet.
Let's go.
Are we allowed to set up scenes with other player characters?
Yes, as long as they are willing to be in the scene.
Cora, would you like to be in a scene together? And I would like to believe that this is after potentially you've been approached by Skylar Stone.
Yes.
About being joining the Neons. Because we are brother and sister. We're siblings. So I feel like this might be like a dinner conversation or like some other like casual setting. They're talking about the game.
This could be fun if you decide to do it at dinner. You could also potentially have your father, Dr. Charles Bronte the First, aka RJ, in this scene as well.
That's
if you
true.
like.
I'll do it. We'll have it be at dinner. And Chaz, I think, says, like, he's telling his dad, like, informing him, like, hey, like, we only have one more game, and then if we can beat the Dockside Demons, then we'll be the reigning champions, which will be the best position for me to leave my captainship to Cora.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think Cora's just like, but hang on. Let
Like,
me
he's
check.
probably, I don't think he's like said that he ever would do that to you. I think this is like Cora's first time hearing that her brother's like, yeah, and then she'll be captain.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where Cora might have been like cutting into something, like whatever we're having for dinner. And then the camera just stops, like with her like mid cut, and she gently places her silverware down, and it's just like, I don't understand. You still have a year left. You're only a junior.
Well, no, I mean, once I graduate, I don't think that there's anybody else I could actually trust the team with. Lamar will be graduated. Liam would be graduated as well. And, you know, like, this might be your first season, but you've already shown so much promise.
Liam's a sophomore.
Liam's a sophomore. I still wouldn't trust the captainship to Liam. That dude left the team once.
I think she is still trying to like regain her composure, I guess, from being surprised by this. Takes a napkin, like kind of wipes off her face, and it's just like, it's too early to be thinking about that now. We still have a whole championship in front of us. You can't get distracted.
And I think he retorts with, I'm not getting distracted. I genuinely think that you're the best player on the team. We wouldn't be where we are without you.
That's geez, I don't know what to say. And then I think, like, in the back of her mind, she's thinking about this trade offer letter that was like handed off to her, and how she just kind of like shoved it in her backpack, and it's still kind of like crinkled up at the bottom.
Do you get a message on your phone from Skylar at that time? Like, your phone's
I
like
was
face up on
about
the
to
table.
say, I think I would like to use the first trouble token, if I may. So I would like to use one of my trouble tokens, and I would like to offer it to Cora, aka KylewithAnN. So I feel like, I think I'm going to up the ante even from a message on the phone. If you are willing, I would like for the coach of the Neons to show up at the door.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, dang.
Doorbell rings.
I would like the
Bronson.
doorbell to ring during dinner, and I would like for the coach of the Neons to show up at the door. Would you like
Cora.
to take? Would you like? Wait. Kyle, we gotta agree to it first. So again, you could say absolutely, and you could take a fight. You could say yes, but, and we'll talk about it, or you can say no, that's too much. No, I don't want to do that.
I want to say I do want the token, but I'm
Okay.
trying to think if I want to adjust the parameters a little bit.
You could, so like your dad could answer the door.
That's exactly
if
what I was
you-
thinking.
Or you could answer the door and you could shush them out, whatever you'd like.
I think I want Dad to answer the door, if that's okay with you, RJ.
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So I'm going to get rid of one of my trouble tokens. And Cora, you can take an additional fight, which you can use
Oops.
during matches.
That's not my box. Here's my box. There we go.
Hey. Perfect. So you got an extra fight, which can be used during matches. So, hey. Awesome. So during this conversation, we hear ding dong.
Dad grunt from the head of the table walks out. Ugh, ugh.
Oh, I know how this coach looks in my head too.
Gimme, what do they look like? We didn't. Look, we're making this. We're making this person up.
Ooh, can I play the coach?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Oh
Let's get
yeah,
you in
yeah,
here.
totally.
Okay, so we're talking about the neons. Let me pull them up. I know we described their coach at least.
I think we
Their
did.
coach. Their coach has been there for over 10 years and now is under new pressure. Yeah, I would say, I mean, if they've been there for 10 years, they got to be a little bit older.
Yeah.
Go for it. Tell us who they are.
So you see, with the neons, you see the coach is this very old-looking gentleman. You see he's wearing a bright red. He's wearing a tracksuit that's in the color of the neons, and he's leaning on a cane. He has a beard, and he has a little scar above his eyebrow. And he looks up at Dr. Bronte. Goes, Dr. Bronte, I presume.
What's the coach's name?
This coach's name is
Henry Henderson.
Because
I'm just picturing Mr. Henderson from Swag's family in my mind right now.
Dr. Henderson.
Henderson. But yeah, it's Gregory Henderson. Yes, hello, my name is Gregory Henderson.
Mr. Henderson, I know about you.
Oh, good, then we can avoid introductions. You know why I'm here, then.
I mostly say no business at the table, but seeing as business has consumed my family, yes.
I see. The offer we are providing for you, for your dog.
But no. Not for me. Turns. Cora!
Yeah, I think Cora kind of just like stands up. I think to make it spicy, I don't think she's heard who's at the door yet. Like just like mumbling, can't quite place the voice yet. Yeah, she's just gonna like put her stuff down, be like, if you excuse me. And then she's gonna like go towards the door. And then she's gonna kind of stop partially whenever she sees Coach Henderson like at the door. And we'll kind of stand frozen in the hallway for a second.
Dr. Charles Bronte walks past Cora and pats them on the shoulder lightly. You can use the lounge.
Yeah, I think Cora walks back after taking like this deep breath in because she is nervous as heck. And it's just like, Coach Henderson, to what do I owe the pleasure?
You know why I am here. I am not going to waste my time. I have sent Skylar to send you messages because I knew the past that you two had together. So I figured he could get the job done, but obviously he could not. So I'm coming to you with a hat in my hands, asking you, consider it. The path you are going does not lead to glory. The path you are going leads to a brick wall. You join my team. This city will just be a footnote in your past. You will go beyond, see the world. But if you stay here, you're going to be like every other person in this town who had dreams and gave up on it.
That's a very generous offer. But I look, I have a lot to think about right now. The finals are only a few days away. I just come watch my game. I show you what I'll be able to do.
I will come to the game, but I will leave you with this one thing to consider. A flower does not blossom and bloom while they're always remaining in the shadows of a tree, especially a tree that is an evergreen and never loses its brush. And he gives a nod and turns around and walks off.
I think Cora's gonna slowly close the door, walk back into the dining room, and just say, I can't believe people are out here soliciting this late for, and she's gonna make up some excuse for like, not like Girl Scouts at the door, but somebody trying to sell something.
You get the most obvious eyebrow quirk from Charles Bronte. It is the dad like, oh, I see what's going on here.
Chaz has his back to you. He is over the sink, and you can see that he is washing your dishes. And he has set aside leftovers for the both of you.
Yeah, I think Cora is just like, oh, thanks.
We have a big game tomorrow. It's important that we keep up our calories.
I think she does kind of like chuckle at this, and we'll just be like, yeah, make sure you get some rest though.
And I think he will, like, he looks back and he just has a big smile on his face. The smile of somebody who has never thought for a moment that there could be any kind of like betrayal of ideal or dismissing of a dream. And he just says, I think he says, you know the drill. 3-mile run, followed by a shower, followed by a little bit of a cool down walk, and then it's bed.
Yeah. Cora's just gonna like pat him on the shoulder as he walks by and just be like, well, keep at it, and head to her bedroom.
When Cora passes by her father's study, there is the rustle of newspaper that catches her attention. Without looking up from it, it's a side profile with like the grand mahogany desk and the big bay windows in the back. Mahogany. And all Cora hears is, well, whatever you're going to do, make sure you do it without regret. That's how we as Bronte live.
Yes, Dad.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You hear like the creak of the chair as he just goes to turn and face the window because he can't process emotions.
That, and we didn't want to pay to have to animate his face, so he's
Then
always
we-
just doing the like slightly out of frame.
Hey, y'all, you ever want to know where you never saw the parents' faces in any of your cartoons growing up? Money grab.
ProZD, if you're listening to this, this is the easiest gig. There are no lip flaps.
There
in
is
this
no
scene.
lip flaps at all. You can just say whatever you want.
Wakey, wakey.
I love it. Anything else for that scene?
I think the scene ends with Cora in her room and Charles leaving the house with like his running gear on, but like he exited his room, saw that her door was closed, and as he is like getting out to go onto the street, he looks up at her window and he sees the blinds close as well.
Good. That's good TV.
And then he sort of just like kind of shrugs, puts in his headphones, and then it's, do you believe in love and love? Like he's just, all right, let's go.
Please, let's not hurt this poor golden retriever.
I love Chaz's workout playlist.
Oh yeah.
No matter how hard I try. That's a Zumba class, not jogging.
He
Look.
probably has like the Zumba remix.
I
Like,
bet
yeah,
he goes
yeah.
hard with the power walking
So
too.
hard.
What
so
is
hard.
Zumba if not a good run persisting?
I think that's called a marathon.
Yeah.
That's just the sound of one
Yeah.
Zumba persisting. Oh my god. I love it.
If there's a
Yay.
Zumba class in the woods and no one's around to hear it.
Did it actually happen? Oh god. I love it. Yay. Simon did our first scene. Yay. All right, so we got a couple more scenes and I think maybe one more vignette. Who's up? And again, you don't have to use these. If you feel like you feel good where we're at, go for it.
No, the mechanics are here. We must use them.
No, we
We
must
must
use the
use
mechanics.
them.
I got a scene.
Do it.
Same night as Chaz is. This is gonna be like the follows Chaz through episode before the final.
Love it.
As Chaz is jogging, they are jogging on like a riverbank bed, and on the opposite bank, Liam is jogging in the same direction, and they both like slow to a walk, stop, look at each other, and just go, ah. There's a trail bridge that leads across the river, and Liam will go and cross over it, nod his head to Chaz, and they will begin to jog together.
I was gonna say, if they do the Spider-Man meme of the point, and then Chaz notices the bridge, he's just gonna take off sprinting. He's gonna turn this into a race.
Oh no, then Liam's like, huh? Fuck! I'll also drag Lamar into this.
I think
Lamar is on the bridge resting during his jog.
yeah.
And so Chaz and Liam see Lamar point to him like motherfucker has a sombrero and start sprinting towards him.
Like so you see Lamar, he's just leaning on the bridge edge, drinking his water. He has a protein bar in his mouth that he's like chewing on as he's like scrolling through his phone, doing a cooldown. And he looks up, he sees Liam.
Giant dust
And
clouds.
then he looks over and he sees Chaz, and they both stop and point at him. And he's like, "What's happening?" And they start running. I was like, "What's happening? What are you two doing?"
Is there the moment where like you look back, and both of them are doing the like mid-air, like I'm gonna hug
Dive.
tackle you, and Lamar just like ducks down, and then
Yo,
Liam and
go.
Chaz both just collide.
And then it's the Naruto Sasuke kiss.
Oh,
Oh,
but not accidental, am I right, ladies?
Yeah.
God, I wish I had what they had.
I
the
mean,
hell are you two doing?
Jogging.
It's one of the last times that we have at least this event. You know, gotta get the lactic lactic acid? That's in the bones? That's in your muscles? Gotta get it going?
Calcium is in your bones.
Calcium's the bones, lactic acid is in your muscles, but yeah, whatever. And he takes a long swig of his bottle. Listen, you guys ready for this?
Well, I packed a lot of antacids and Tums, so I should be good.
Don't let an upset stomach decide you to run off at the last minute on us.
Listen, if I were about to run out, it would probably been the first game of the season, not like one of the last.
And he doesn't comment on that and like crushes the bottle and just throws it into a bin.
I think as Lamar is crushing his water, and Liam has that moment of just like there was that the talk about like running away again, and Chaz looks at him and says, "I don't have to be worried about tomorrow, because I know that wherever I set the ball, you're going to be there." And he says it as a like almost a threat, like you are going to be where I throw the ball.
You know, if I didn't even know about it, that kind of sounds like a threat.
I think it was.
What? From me? Never.
Loom.
Looming. And we're just like all shrinking in the corner, like,
He just has this very like.
It's just this tiny. It's like you see this picture of Chaz surrounded by rainbows and sunlight, but just growing larger and larger.
Listen, toss me the ball and I'll make it look flashy.
You always do.
Listen. I don't know if the coach told you this, but this is gonna be my last game.
What?
The doctor told me that if I push my shoulder anymore, I won't be able to play volleyball at all. So this is it. And honestly, and you see the camera cut to Lamar's right arm, and his hand is trembling. This is something I've known that I could do all my life. Even when I knew that, even when I didn't know anything about volleyball, I just always felt like this was calling to me the entire time. Every time I'm on that court, I feel free. I can cut loose. I don't have to hold back with anything. Now, if I keep going with the thing that gives me joy, I won't have that feeling anymore, and I don't know. I don't know how to live without that.
There is a quiet. Just because a path gets cut off for you doesn't mean that's where it has to end. You can go on and coach if you want. You've got a lot of experience, and I think you do a good job at it.
Guess so. It's just it won't be the same. Just that feeling.
No, sorry.
Just the feeling of just hitting that ball. I need that.
As Lamar has said this, Chaz has his hands on the railing and he has been looking up at the night sky. And he says, "Life is not about victory. If we go out onto that court tomorrow and we lose, then we still got to play. Because life is made of moments." And then he turns and he extends his fist out in a fist bump to Lamar. And he says, "To moments."
Lamar looks at the fist, and it's like looks like it's about to be this really sentimental moment, but then it just snap cuts to just Liam and Lamar looking all SD, like pointing at Chaz, like, is he trying to be cool? I think he's trying to be cool.
I think he's trying to be cool, dude.
Oh, look at that. He's trying so hard to be cool. It doesn't work. But he does fist bump him.
Moments.
Right.
There's a
Moments.
before they break, there's a clap on both Lamar and Chaz's shoulders. Never look down, remember?
Right. Never look down.
Because sharks are incapable of looking down.
Oh shit, you right.
You don't know next.
There's this moment where Chaz is like, oh my god.
It's poetry.
And you see when Chaz, like you see Liam and Chaz coming to that realization, Lamar has already slowly slid away from them. It's like, these two guys are idiots as he's trying to get away from them.
They'll break away from the bridge to continue their own separate runs.
I love it. Anything else for that scene, Liam?
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, Liam gets home. He finishes packing his things and sets himself up in the mirror and kind of starts preening before... I got this. And then the lights in his room shut off before he goes to bed. Wakes up in the next room. I don't got this.
Right, give me scenes, give me
But yeah.
vignettes.
Okay. I got one.
Got a scene?
Yes. It's a scene with if she would like, with Cora, where Lamar and Cora are pretty much because their two things pretty much coincide so well. And I think it's just basically a day of like they're doing the whole thing of like setting back and forth across the net, like they're doing warm-ups right now before Lamar decides like I'm just gonna bean her in the face with a volleyball a bunch of times to see how she does. But I think it's like during that there's a moment where he stops and grabs the ball and looks over at Cora. Let me ask you something. I don't take this the wrong way. But why are you here?
Yeah, I think she just kind of stops and is just like, yeah, what way am I supposed to take that?
Yeah, look, I know it's coming, it comes off rough, but it's been something I've been wanting to ask you for a really long time. Because look, no bullshit, Cora, you're way better than this.
What do you mean?
You could easily have been leading your own team. You could have been the captain of any other team. It's just, why have you stuck around with us all this time?
And I think in Cora's mind, she just kind of flashes back to maybe a scene of when they're all like younger and it's a bunch of friends playing volleyball, but Cora's off to the side for now because she's still a little too young. Just kind of watching her friends and future teammates play this game together. And then I think it cuts back to like a shot of Cora in the present day, and you don't see like her facial expression. You just see her mouth as she says, I'm here because I want to be the best that I can be, but I know I can't do it alone.
He watches her for a bit and he sighs and like clasps his hands on his knees. Okay, I'm gonna spill the beans. Your brother told me that he's thinking about making you the team captain.
What? Come on, stop joking.
When have I ever joked in my entire life that you have known me, Cora?
Think flashback scenes of all these times that Lamar's face was just really serious. Just like in her head, she's like, "Oh yeah, he's got a point." And then it's just like it's way too early to be thinking about that stuff.
That's the thing. If he's thinking about making you the team captain for us, I just need to know one thing. Are you into this for the long haul? Because, I mean, let's be honest. Our team is not the well-funded. It's not the flashiest. We don't have the best equipment or anything. Any kind of offer could be tempting. But I just need to know. Are you in this for real?
I think it's more flashbacks of like talking with Skylar, like this crumpled up contract at the bottom of her backpack. And it's just like, if you guys need me, I'll be here.
Nah. I can't accept that. I always know you're going to be there for us, no matter what. But I got to know something about you. Yeah, you can say you want to support us, you lead our team. But if you're going to be the captain one day, you got to make yourself known to everyone else out there. You're amazing support. You're fast on your feet. You can get between us and get that ball before it hits the ground like nobody's business. But every single time you get looked over. It shouldn't be that way. Because if you're going to be on this team and you're going to go for the long haul, you're going to you need a little bit of ego in your heart. Because every time I go on this court, it is not one team versus another team. It is me versus the 5 people that are on the other side of that net. I just happen to have people who are really good at setting me the ball.
Make a name for myself, huh? I come championship game, I'm gonna make sure that no one can forget about me.
I think that because Cora's like looking all serious and like focused, like looking down. I'm guessing like she's probably looking down at her feet as she's making the statement.
Yeah.
That's when the volleyball comes flying across the net and spins her like upside the head. Practice isn't over, by the way.
I'm good there if you want to call it.
Yeah.
All right. I think we have one more scene for Cora to set up.
If you want some, if you need some
RJ
time to
and
think,
Wally, you've done a vignette. You've done your scene. Yeah.
Are you ready, Indoor?
I have a vignette.
You got your vignette?
I
Go
do
for it.
have a vignette. So the vignette is going to be Between, I think we only have one confirmed team member on the Dockside Demons. So it's going to be Inez Hartnell and her outside hitter, which is currently unnamed. But they are watching the film, the match tapes of our game with the Ash Point arrows. And Inez, I think at some point, just stands up and says it's getting late, and then goes to leave. And one of her teammates says, like, don't you want to watch the rest of this game to see how it ends? And there's a pause, and it shows a picture of Chaz like running on the TV, and she says, without turning around, there's nothing they could do that would surprise me at this point.
Oh shit!
Can I add some anime flavor on this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so after she says that, the teammate is like, what do you mean? And then Inez, without turning around, she just says with the most coldest of voices, let me ask you, do you ask the sparrow how high the falcon soars? And then she just walks right off.
When she says that, it definitely goes to the team members thing, and they can see her aura, and it's like a big fucking eagle. Like,
yeah.
She's so intimidating. And then one of the other teammates, that's our captain.
Yes.
Nigel Thornberry in the background. What a woman.
Wow.
I love it.
By the way, Blumenkranz from Kill la Kill is Inez's theme.
Hell yeah.
Love it. Love it.
All right, one more scene.
Oh man, I know it should come. I know that it technically is coming around to me, but I am drawing a blank right
And
now.
you don't have to use it. It's okay because we still have event time as well, which I think if anything pops up, let me know. But we could also do it during the event. So the event is going to be a little different. It's going to be a little more freeform. It's going to be a little more sandboxy because we're all there. So it is no holds bar. Literally any connection can be there. Everyone's there. All of your major characters are there. And we can set up a couple of interactions before we jump into the match. So I think we'll at least set the event scene before we take a break.
Yeah.
Because we're about at that hour-and-a-half mark. So because I am here to grant all of the wishes possible, I went ahead and combined literally like every single possible ask from our session 0. So this is going to be a beach festival event. It is Summerfest, but they are incorporating within Summerfest, celebrating all of the different collegiate activities. So everybody, some people have booths, there are vendors, some people are just, sunning themselves in the sand, but we have a full-blown summer fest going on, which I believe will culminate with some of the seniors that may not be returning for all of these collegiate activities next year, getting to do the beloved senior send-off, where they might get to say a couple of words of wisdom at the end. Some of our seniors might get to do that. But for now, okay, what's the beach look like? What kind of food is there? Give me the drip. What's everyone wearing? I want fits. We're all there. Anyone can go first. It is a beautiful, sunny day. The water is blue. The sand is fine. It is warm, warm, warm. God, I wish it was here too.
I know because Lamar is also part of the home economics committee. And you see what they pretty much wrangled him to do a big old, like, he's manning the grill for this event. And is
big chef stuff. Do you have the big chef hat?
Okay, so what he's wearing is swim shorts and sandals and a T-shirt that says "Chums for dinner," and he has a big chef's hat on as he's just grilling all the meat, and he's being
Is that
very
the unlicensed merch for the sharks?
yes, that's the
Chums
unlicensed
for
merch for
dinner.
the sharks. And he's
Someone
grilling
just
all
did
the
it on their own.
totally. Yeah, no, it was our coach. The coach made this merch like the night before and just like handwritten all of it. And he's being very he's one of those aggressive cooks of like, look, if you don't have anything important to tell me, get out of my kitchen kind of thing. And he is super aggressive about it, like what do you have to say to me? Get out, take your meat and leave kind of thing. Yeah.
Got a hot, sweaty Lamar behind a grill with a gigantic, oversized chef's hat on. I don't care. It's what's
It's
in
like
my
3
head.
feet tall too.
Yes.
He's standing at a full 9 feet right now.
Liam is currently walking around on his phone, open Hawaiian shirt that has like little lemon sharks on it. Khaki cargos and flip-flops, and he's currently texting Cora like, "Where you at?"
Yeah, I think Cora is dressed like very simply in like swim trunks and a like bathing suit top kind of combo. That's like that magenta yellow sharks theme combo. And I think she's just kind of looking out onto the ocean and like staring as the waves kind of crash and water like goes by her feet as she's just looking out on the horizon. But then she feels like this buzz in her pocket. Why does she have her phone in her swim trunks pocket? That's not very reasonable. But she takes it out.
I feel like that's what Cora said to herself when she pulled out the
Where's it in
phone.
my pocket? I could get it. What's wrong with me?
If you want to be reasonable, it's like in a small Ziploc.
There we go.
There you go.
And she'll take it out. She'll look at the message, and we'll like scan the crowd, try to find Liam. What's Liam doing?
He's currently looking at his phone, looking at the 3 bubbles keep going like someone's typing. Clearly no one's not. And he has a popsicle in his mouth, just like looking at the phone. You see like the anxiety filling his face, like little dread lines coming down.
I think she's just gonna text back. I'm by the water. Where are you?
Look, under a street lamp with a neon demon banner on it, I think. Yes.
I think this is about the point, actually, Liam, that you are going to get chased down by, like, throngs of people that are all wearing the Sharks colors, and some of them have homemade, like, We Love Lemon, like, shirts with your face on them. Just the full anime, like, just like a gaggle
Heart
of
eyes, the whole
heart
thing.
eyes individuals, just everyone starts
As the crowd
to chase
is
you down.
rushing him, Cora sees that Liam turns into SpongeGar with the he will point off and yell like, "Hey, look, a UFO!" And everyone like stops and turns, and he just hops the sea barrier and just hides underneath it.
Yeah, Cora's just scanning the crowd, and you just hear like a "Boom," just like question mark over the head.
He's on the beach now. He's on the beach side, but he's cowering behind this barricade.
Yeah. Then maybe it's like one of those things where like he's cowering, and then the camera cuts to like Cora just like sitting next to him, just like, what are we doing?
Holding in a scream, doing the like anime bristle backwards in surprise, but doesn't want to give away his position. Hiding from the fans. They're like
Um,
piranha, I swear.
yeah, I think she'll just kind of like laugh a little bit and just be like, so you don't want to be with your fangirls?
Not in particularly, no. They're a little much sometimes. I just wanted a nice chill day.
In the
Um,
background, there's just a yell of like, "I think he went this way," and like storm off.
Look, red hair over there!
um, yeah, I think she's just like, man, must be so hard with everyone paying attention to you.
It's not like I want it.
Uh, she will just what will she say? I think she'll say, maybe so, but I think you deserve it. Not in like a bad way.
I just don't get it, you know? I'm flashy. I'm not really great at the sport. I feel like sometimes I might stand a bit too much and I don't know. Kind of sucks for the rest of the group. Or maybe they want this and like not have fans chase them and this is just a great big scheme to have me have all of Are you guys plotting against me?
I think she'll just like hang on one second. Technology. I think she'll just laugh for a second and be like, no, what would ever give you that idea? Which is this mischievous smile on her face.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm burning my final trouble. Like I've been holding on to it. One of you make a move. Whoever does it gets the token. For God's sake. For God's sake.
Oh, wow. Sid is playing for keeps.
Yes. It's here. Come on. It's here. It's been here. We know it's here. It's not just me.
to smooch. I
Oh, I got it.
God damn it.
I got
Someone.
it. I got it.
You want to take my trouble? You want to take my trouble?
I'm gonna take the trouble.
You take that trouble. Take a fight.
Okay, so what happens is
This also would
one of the
affect another
fans-
character, so I just want to make sure that
Right,
Kylan
so-
is also amenable to this. Okay, cool.
You're good to it.
Go.
One of the fans straggles off and comes close to the barrier where Cora and Liam are, and from like the little gap in the barrier, Liam can see it and just reaches up, grabs Cora by the hand, and presses her to his chest, holding her down there.
Face blush, face blush, face blush.
The fan walks away, and Liam is like, thank God. Looks down. Sorry.
It's okay. You were just doing what you had to do.
Hey, after the finals, you have some free time? There's, some things I want to talk to you about.
Yeah. I mean, of course.
Cool. Well, great. We should probably not be in this position anymore, huh?
Yeah, we should go. We should just I gotta
Yep.
geez, I'm really thirsty. I think I'm gonna go grab a soda.
Yeah, you know, I'll go grab a soda
Not
with
as
you. That's
thirsty
like...
as me.
But there is a scene as they like get up, dust themselves off of sand, and start walking like to the food stall area where their pinkies brush as they're
Not the
walking.
pinkies. Hand flex the Mr. Darcy hand flex.
And it is like just a very embarrassed Liam looking off the side, scratching the side of his nose.
love it.
I can give it all to you during this part, Sid. You gotta
No,
wiggle it.
hey, you know what? Slow burn. Goodbye me. Thank you for that. So, we're about that time, but I still need a fit check from Chaz. Chaz, why don't you set up what Chaz doing, how Chad's looking, feeling, and then maybe we'll take a quick little bio break.
Of course. So I think that because it is a club setting, and we have to be shown relatively together. I also do like the pairing of the Doom Boy and the Ray of Sunshine. So I think if Lamar is acting the chef cooking all of the food, I think that Chaz is working the register and making sure that the food comes out. So that way people don't necessarily have to interact with Lamar. And what he is doing is, I think that he has they're holding a contest off to the side where if you can smash a watermelon with a bat in one go, then you can get a free drink or something like that from the booth. And what Chaz is doing is that for every 5th watermelon, he's making an incision along the bottom with a knife to make it a little bit easier to break open with the bat. And he's doing his best to try and be sneaky about it, but also the watermelons are then leaking because they're full of juice and stuff.
Is he doing it for little kids when
is,
they come up
yeah.
so the little ones get it?
Yes, he is definitely doing that. And his fit is that he is wearing a bucket hat. He has sunglasses on. There's way too much sunscreen on his nose and face. His arms, sunscreen as well, but he's wearing a big flowing coat, and then just big breezy, or actually, you know what? I will say that he's wearing short shorts. I'll say that he's wearing he's revealing a lot of leg on this, but he's behind the counter, so you can't really see anyways. But it's flip-flops, the whole 9 yards, and he's just making sure that the people who get their food are not interacting
accosted.
are not accosted and interrupting, interacting, strike through text, interrupting Lamar while they are cooking. But Lamar, you are focusing on grilling. I imagine it's skewers. Of some sort, flipping these skewers. You will look over and there are just watermelon rinds that are on the side of the grill, and each time you're no fruits, no vegetables. What are
you doing?
They taste really good when you charbroil them.
Don't cross-contaminate the juices here are for one reason. If you want to do that, start your own grill to the side. We can't cross-contaminate. You got to think about food allergies, Chaz.
Who has a watermelon allergy?
Someone out there has a watermelon allergy. These are the things you have to consider.
Then we just put up a sign that says warning watermelons, I guess. But I feel if we're selling watermelon at the stand, then they should know, right?
Okay, yes, that is true. That does not mean you can put your rinds on
burning.
a grill.
I'd like to use a trouble token. Someone actually does have a watermelon allergy.
Oh my god!
No. That'd be so.
We just
Down,
went from
RJ,
playing
down.
Haikyuu to a really stressful episode of The Bear, all in 2 seconds. Cousin, you don't understand. There's a watermelon allergy.
What was it? Trauma surgeon on the Wii?
I think that's a good place for us to take a break.
So we are going to try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to help support the show at indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see all you acorns soon. All right. See you soon. We're going to hit the right button. Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are back with Never Look Down. Fight with Spirit, a sports drama TTRPG. Sid, take us away. Are we still in the event? Is it past
We
the
are
event?
so still in the event. I did not have you all describe your fits for nothing. So, events are similar to daily life, except that we don't have to find justification for you all to all be together. You are here. So is every possible connection that you could ask for. All of your written connections are here in some capacity. So if you want to find a way to make a scene with them, they are here. They are at your disposal. Just for time, because we will be getting to our match after this, why don't we say that everyone can set up one scene or one vignette. So if you would like to forego a full scene, that's fine. You can do a vignette instead, but we'll let everyone set up one.
I'll do a vignette if no one else has anything that they're going off right now. So, for the vignette, it is Inez sees Chaz cutting the watermelon to get it ready for like a younger kid that's going to come up and do the smashy. And she asks him, like, what does he get out of this? Why is he doing this thing? And Chaz's response is, you have to lower the net. When you first get started, you want your first experience to be fun. Then you'll actually want to pursue it. And if these kids have to try so hard to crack a watermelon that not even an adult can, it won't be fun. So why not lower the net for them? Let them experience that joy.
Do you want to turn this into a scene? Because Wally's Inez is also
That's
right
true.
here.
I am fine with it with her just being like, bleh, and like dismissing it as that. But Wally, if you would like to turn this into a scene, I am more than happy to share the scene.
Yeah, because I think when you say that you need to make the first experience fun, she looks like she's about to just no sell what you're saying, and she stops and then she looks at you and says, all right, then what is fun about this game?
And Chaz sets the watermelon down in front of her, offers her the bat, says, you tell me.
So I just have to hit the bat with the watermelon.
Other way around, but yeah.
Okay, then
Crack it open, and then you get to eat what you win.
that's
No,
it.
please. I want Inez to have misunderstood. Put the put the bat
So
down and then break the bat in half with the
smack.
watermelon.
I see. But why would I just swing it? What's the challenge?
Well, the challenge is typically watermelons can be hard. I don't know. It's more just something that we've always done. I don't want to sound presumptuous, but I think you're looking at it the wrong way.
I mean,
It's not
obviously,
about
since
what you get out of it. It's about the journey that gets you there.
Give me a watermelon.
Sure. He'll hand her a watermelon. Typically, you have to hit it open first, but
She will set the watermelon in her palm, like she's holding it as like a volleyball, and she brings her hand up like she's about to serve it, and she slams it against the watermelon and gives it to you.
when it does the watermelon does it cleanly break in half?
Yes, it
like,
cleanly
hit
breaks
and
in
then just,
half.
like splat, and then she's
It
Ugh.
completely breaks a half in your palms.
And he, I think, just sort of looks at it and just says, If we meet in the finals, you're not going to make it easy on us, are you?
When you say that, there's almost this look of disappointment for a brief moment. And as soon as like when you say that, like you see like, because it looked like she was a little bit of feature softened for a bit. And then as you say that, it's almost like she locks in, is remembering who she is and her place in this right now. No, I won't hold back on you at all. We're going to give it our all. Not because we know we're that good. It's because you deserve it.
And I think Chaz, like, his head's down a little bit, so his bucket hat is covering his facial expressions. The audience is able to see that he just has like a smirk on
Please
the
say
side
it's
of
lime
his
green.
face.
Please say it's lime green.
Oh, yeah, it is a vibrant green bucket hat for sure.
That was pleasant for me personally. Continue.
And he says to her, the only thing I could ever ask is for one more great match with you. I'll see you in the finals.
She watches him for a second, turns, and you don't see it, but the camera, you see her turn and walk away. She says, yes, I'll see you at the finals. And as she's walking away, the camera's like lingering on like the lower half of her face as you see a tiny smile on her face.
As she's walking away, he's in the background. You see him pull out a straw and a very tiny umbrella, and he sets it into the half of that cracked watermelon.
So cute. Excellent. Who else got a scene? Or a vignette?
Or a vignette that turns into a scene, apparently.
Yeah.
Or a vignette that turns into
Apparently.
a scene? Or a scene that if it gets started, you're like, nah, we're good. That's a vignette now. Hey.
I'm doing this one for you, Sid. It is a vignette of Guppy and Lemon going through the festival, playing like the basketball game at the basketball club and winning a stuffed animal for Cora, getting some cotton candy and candied apples and walking around, running away from fans.
Yeah. It's full Scooby-Doo about the fans. Like, you all are just running through columns of, you know, of setups, and then, you know, you run through, they run after you, you run from somewhere else.
Our heads
you run
poke
into
down
each
from a
other.
palm tree as like we're watching them run away.
Playing some random 70s pop.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't even have to be 70s pop. You could just do Bradio. It sounds the exact same and is just as delicious.
Flyers is playing in the background as we gamble for organs. No, that's actually not right.
It's gummy organs from the Anatomy Club.
Yeah.
Anatomy's a sport?
Yeah, it is now.
It is if you make it competitive.
It's the collegiate stuff. Yeah, it's
You
all
can make anything
collegiate
competitive.
activities.
You can make anything competitive.
It's oh god, it's that
Hey,
doctor
look.
game where you have to
Family Consumer Sciences has their own competitions. This is a thing.
I'm
help
pretty sure
facilitate
that's-
them in real life. So yes, that's a thing.
family consumers. I'm pretty sure that's just cannibalism gastronomy.
They used to call it home ec, but yes.
If you don't have the ingredients at home. It probably continues. They bump into to Chaz and Lamar at the stall and like slurping up noodles and getting watermelon drinks. Ending off just time cut to forward where there's fireworks going up in the air and they're watching it.
Just to add a little bit to this, if you don't mind,
Go
I
ahead.
think in Cora's mind, you just hear her thought and just say, I wish I could take you with me. Haha, got you.
Got you, bitches.
Oh no, I'm a
Oh,
Dark
no.
Souls enemy and I've just been parried. Whatever will I do? Stab.
What? Oh. Right to the heart.
Soul destroyed.
So good.
Oh no, am I going to be the one left behind? Am I going to have a revenge arc next season?
Oh no.
I think I'll do a little vignette,
Ooh.
as I only have one character to control, which would be Skylar. I think in the middle of all this, we just see a little ping on
Oh,
on
can I throw a
Cora's.
trouble token in now?
Oh, what would you like?
So if you're involving Skylar,
Yeah.
and if the people involved with this
Yeah.
would like this,
Yeah.
Skylar shows up during the fireworks scene.
Oh.
Right in that extra passionate moment where Cora has that thought. That's when Skylar shows up. And it's not a text, he shows up.
I feel like this would most affect Cora. So,
Yeah.
Kylan, are you amenable to this?
Let's do it, baby. I know the law.
I'm getting rid of this trouble token.
Take another fight. You're gonna have.
I'm racking them up, baby.
You're racking them
Look,
up.
let's just establish it right off the bat. Cora's the main character of this anime, okay?
I love it.
For the first four,
Okay.
you think it's the boys, but really,
No.
no.
So there is an anime YouTuber after this series has ended that has a breakdown of like who was the real character of Never Look Down.
3-hour video essay about how Guppy was the true main character.
And
of
then
the
there's going to
show.
be a reactionary other YouTuber who's doing a review of that review, being like, "Oh, volleyball is woke garbage." 8-hour review.
Oh, lordy.
And then H Bomber does a takedown later. So it'll be
It
great.
was James Somerton all along. Sorry, his editor, his other partner. It was not James, clearly.
Oh God, we're nerds and we love our lives. All right. All right. If Kylan, if you're down for that, you're taking your fight token, and yeah, I think in the middle of that lovely moment, staring up at the beautiful fireworks. I mean, it's a little loud, so I feel like Skylar would come over and just tap you on the shoulder. Cora, hey Liam.
Hey.
Cora, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, sure. And Cora will get up and look at Liam and be like, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
We're off to the side. Having to yell a little bit. It's a little loud. But well, have you thought about it?
I mean, yeah, of course, I've been thinking about it a lot, actually.
And
And then just kind of like looking out, and I think we pan to see what each of our main characters is doing, almost as if Cora could see them in this moment. Um I I know that people have, or you guys have, a lot of expectations for me. And I want to rise up to not only meet them, but to go even further. But I can't do it without my team. I'm sorry.
that's it. you're throwing away the opportunity of a lifetime for some piddly team. You don't even have jerseys.
But that may be true, but I know what we do have. We have a lot of heart. And we may not be the ideal team, but I don't think I could trade that for the world.
I'll let you tell Mr. Henderson. I don't know what he'll do with the disappointment, but I don't think this is the last you're going to hear of this.
Well, I look forward to showing y'all what I can do with the South Beach Sharks.
Best of luck, Guppy. You're gonna need it. And they walk away. And Kylan, I believe you just resolved one of your treats.
I did!
Yay!
What does that do? What does that mean?
So Kylan has some options. So one of Kylan's traits was the tempting offer, which is to accept or reject the offer to play for another school. And it seems like Cora has rejected this offer. So you have some options. If you feel that this is done, then you can complete this trait and you can take one spirit token, which will also help you in the match. If you feel like there's still a little bit of turmoil there with this decision, if you feel like it's something that she's going to have to ruminate over for a little bit longer, you can instead take a condition. The condition is something that you can also continue to work through for the remainder of the game. And if you resolve that, then you'll get a fight token.
I think this is something I want to complete.
Okay.
Yeah,
It felt like a pretty cut and dry decision. I think Guppy's figured it out, and that's wonderful. So you get to complete your trait. So go ahead and check tempting offer as complete.
Yay!
And then give yourself another spirit token. Yay!
Racking them up, baby!
Racking them up! I love it! All right. Any other scenes or vignettes before we flash back forward to the present time at the beginning of the match?
The only vignette that I would like to have that leads into the match. So like if anybody has anything that they want to do before the lead in, let me know on that one. But I think it is I think it's like the broad sweep, whereas like Kylan said for Cora's scene, it's like showing where everyone is. And it is before that final, the grand finale of the fireworks show. But Chaz is standing on the pier, watching the show go. And as that last firework shoots up, you see his hand outstretch and go to grab a hold of it. And as he does, there is that brilliant flash of the grand finale, but visual language, we transfer from the flash of the grand finale to a flash of cameras going on the match as the reporters and everyone are like trying to talk to the team captain about the upcoming game. And he is just like kind of like a little blindsided by it, like that moment of like, oh, I was not there. Oh, I am definitely where I need to be now.
I love that. Anything else, friends? Are we ready for our match?
Let's play some ball.
Let's play some volleyball!
Look, not sponsored by Mikasa, but
No.
hey, reps, if you want to sponsor a low tier YouTuber and Twitch streamer, you know who to contact.
Ayo. Alrighty, my friends. So, matches go thusly. We have our match array set up, which are different cards that are going to prompt us for different narrative aspects in the game. So we'll go over them, we'll resolve them, and then they're going to ask us to potentially pull from that deck of 24 up in the left-hand corner for my players. All of the cards have different functions. They could be energy, connection, focus, or prowess. Those don't always have to mean anything, but they may come up in the card, so just note that some of them are suited. The main thing is most of these cards are going to ask for you to pull from the deck, and you're going to find the number on that card. It'll generally ask us to add those numbers up, and if our numbers are higher than the opposing team, then we will receive a point. For the grand finale, we are looking to get to a point total of 3. So first to 3. Again, the points don't actually translate to how many points you got in volleyball. We're about the back and forth of the game itself, but I digress. However, we always begin a match with one of the special match moments, which is the opening moves. We would also usually have, we could have a vignette before, but we're running a little low on time. It's a one-shot, so we've gotten a lot of vignettes in. I think we're just going to dive right in.
Go for it.
If everyone's okay with that. So, opening moves. For opening moves, if only I could read. All right. And I also, just so everyone's aware, I play the rival teams. So if anything mentions the rival team, that's something that I get to do. So I'm technically playing the entire team of the Dockside Demons. So the rival team, my rival guys. How are the rivals feeling and looking as the match begins? Oh, you all are there. You're in your rundown old swim team jerseys that we've reused because the school will not give you proper funding for your team. The demons are decked out. They fell on hard times, but they still have the funds for their school. They've got the good stuff. They're fully matched, set, and ready. And as their name would suggest, Inez is not the captain for nothing. Inez has put together a full lineup of, if Lamar is our pal with just rows and rows of razor sharp literal teeth, every single one of these team members is just a brick shithouse. They're like, why aren't you playing football? Jesus.
Aren't you playing rugby?
Yes. They are stone-faced, and some of them are snarling, ready to go.
I did have a small vignette.
Say it while I
You're doing
hold and try to read these cards.
There is someone that stops by Chaz real quick. They are in a delivery uniform, like UPS, USPS. There is a rather large package in his tote, he's carrying it, and just says, sorry, this is a little bit weird, but Charles Bronte the second.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Sign here, please.
Signs.
And they'll walk off. As Charles opens it up, there are uniforms for the team, and a note from Dr. Charles Bronte that just reads, "No regrets, signed Dad."
Can the note say "never look down"?
Oh,
He doesn't know that that's your thing.
I know.
No regrets, never
Dad's
look
doing
down.
something cute, but he's not that in the know. That's adorable.
That's wonderful.
We have our first set of actual regulation gear.
Yay! Oh, that's
Oh, yeah.
lovely.
For sure. I think that this is like this round they came out wearing their gear. Because otherwise it wouldn't make sense to be like, and okay, it looks like the set has been disrupted. A USPS member has entered
Actually,
the
I
court."
love that. Can we have that actually happen? This is anime.
That
Come
does
on.
sound like that would happen, especially
He
like
actually drives
yeah.
in on his
Do
bike
you not
into
remember-
the stadium.
Remember in Mighty Ducks 2, they didn't get their uniform until the second half.
That's true.
Simon, don't you remember Hinata lost his shoes and they stopped mid-match so that Shizune could throw them over to him?
Oh my god.
That's incredible.
That was her own separate character arc because she was part of the track and field team before, but then she had. It's fine. Look, we can get into the lore of Haikyuu later.
All right. So, on your turn, your team, each teammate, please describe what they are doing during the match getting underway and answer the following questions. How are you feeling and looking in this moment? Quick, rapid fire.
Lamar is focused and intense. He is staring down every single one of these big bruiser dudes on the other side of the field, unflinched. And he's just doing stretches on his arms as he's getting ready.
Love it.
Liam is standing on the court spinning a ball in his hand over and over, and you just hear the pap, pap, and he's just staring off towards the where the demons are right now.
Chaz takes a big breath and calls the team in for a huddle, and he puts his fist out and says moments.
Moments.
Then big ol' team fist bump, as we all say moments together. And then he looks on the other side. And like, if we're talking about members of the Dockside Demons, if we have a guy that looks like a shark, there has to be a dude with like red dyed hair who has like his hair shaped in a horn on one side.
Totally.
Yeah.
And then another dude with like blue hair that's a horn shaped on the other. And they're the middle block. They're the outside hitters on both sides.
Absolutely.
Their
what
numbers
are we
1,
most-
or it wouldn't be 1 and 2 because 1 is the captain. But
They're the double zeros. Both of them.
I think if my volleyball knowledge is correct, so please correct me if I'm wrong. I think Cora is like kind of pacing on the sideline, like, because she's not starting yet. Because I believe the libero, you like call them in later.
So the libero will start if we are on the receiving side of things. You always play defense, but when we are the ones who are serving, the libero will not be there. Then you'll be replaced with one of the middle blockers.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know who's going to be serving first because I think that's a game we have to play, but she is like pacing along the sideline, like doing some stretches, getting ready. And just staring at that court.
What are we most worried about? What's running through our minds?
Lamar is worried that he won't be able to play at his full strength. He's worried that he has to hold back.
Chaz is worried that this will be his last time on the court.
Oh my god.
I know, they're high stakes.
High stakes.
For Cora, I think what's running through her mind is I want to show everyone that I made the right call.
Liam is
Oh, go.
sorry. Liam's looking over at Lamar, and he is worried for that injury.
And what dream is strongest in our minds right now?
I think for Lamar, his dream is if he is going to, this is going to be his last game, he wants his team to win. He doesn't want to go out in a whimper.
Chaz
It isn't.
Yep,
Oh, sorry.
go for it.
Oh, it isn't. It isn't winning. Liam is thinking about the most. It's what's going to happen after. Like, what heights will we get to when we win this thing?
Chaz's dream is partially come true in that this delivery driver has shown up and given them uniforms. His dream is that the team will be recognized for the effort that they put in here on the court today.
Oh, go for it.
I think for Cora, I think a lot of her time in these flashbacks in this episode, she's been worried about herself and her position. But I think in this moment, she's just like, I want to be the best support that I can be for my team.
I love it. With these dreams firmly in your minds. So the opening moves are not about winning a point, but winning momentum. At the top, if you win momentum, that means any ties go in your favor. If you lose momentum, any ties go to the rival team. So it is an important one. So I need us to go down the line, and you will draw one card plus spirit, which means if you would like to burn one of your spirit tokens, you may draw 2 cards, and then you can choose which you would like to keep and which you will discard. You don't have to spend spirit, you can just draw 1 card, but we are aiming, because we are a 4-person crew, we need to beat 16 in total with the 4 cards drawn.
Oh, okay.
So if you would like to burn a spirit, you may, and that way you can choose 2, and you can take the better one and discard the other.
Okay.
So I'm going to go down the line. Lamar.
I'm just gonna draw regular. So, but
Draw 1 card.
should I recall and shuffle because I already see what the top card is?
Yes, you can go ahead and recall and shuffle that deck.
Okay.
So go ahead and pull a card.
Yeah.
What do you got?
5 points.
Oh my.
All right. Nice, nice. All right. Cora.
You know, I have the spirit to spend, so I think I'm going to spend a spirit token.
Yeah, do it. All right. So you'll pull 2, and then you'll choose which one you want to use, and you'll discard the other one, and little discard piles to the right. of the
Oh,
main
I
deck.
see. Okay. So let's draw number 1. 5. 5 is good.
5 is good.
Let's draw the other one. 6 is better, baby.
All right. I think we're keeping that 6 then. All right. You can put the 5 in the discard.
Do I
All right.
drag this to my hand or?
Yeah, you can drag it to your hand
Okay,
for now.
perfect.
Liam.
I will draw 1.
All right. What you got?
1.
1. Okay. So we're sitting at 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
And
gonna
we
hope,
need
Captain.
16.
We need 16.
All right, I have 1 spirit point. I'm going to use it right now.
Okay.
Show me potato salad. Let's go.
Oh, hey!
I'm glad I did
There
spirit.
we go.
That's
All
the name
right,
of the game,
gang.
baby.
That's the name of the game, baby. All right, get rid of any tokens burnt. All righty. So I'm going to leave it as is because you have gained momentum for the game, which means if we run into any ties, those ties go for us. Now we get into the fun stuff. We're going to start at the top of the array, which is Deepest Hunger. This is all about how do we deal with the demon's aggressive play.
Oh. Okay.
All right, so I cannot see right now. If someone would like to
I'll-
flip that
I'll
card
do
over
it.
and read it out, if you don't mind.
I can do it.
All right, thank you.
So, setup. Rival team. The demons play like a team possessed, fueled by their craving for redemption. How do they show their aggressive style?
Ah. The demons from the first word go are off. They are holding nothing back. This is not a marathon to them. This is a sprint. They are going for every shot, every spike. They do not care. Like they can take it in their body, and they are making sure that you can as well. Cora, you were taking a lot of those shots to the head from Lamar in practice earlier. That is nothing compared to some of the shots that are coming over this net.
Oh
They
boy.
are rabid. All right, next in the setup.
It says play. Do I read the? Oh, yeah,
Read
there
the
it
second
is.
part too. Yep.
Yeah, play.
In setup.
Your
In
hunger.
setup.
Oh, in
It's
setup.
you.
Oh, right, you. Here we go. Do you understand their desperation? Does it remind you of anything in your own life?
This does not have to be everyone. This will just be one person. Does anyone have something?
I
Is
think
anyone reminded? Oh, go ahead, Chaz.
I was gonna say,
I was
I
gonna
think if
say.
anyone is playing with their whole ass, like to show off their aggressive style, that would be Lamar.
Yeah, I was about to say I was
Yeah.
going to jump in and say this is definitely be Lamar right here.
Okay. So this will be
Um,
Lamar's start. Go for it.
So I think what it is that he definitely sees their desperation. He sees how hungry they are. And it's a thing that because he sees himself in every single one of them. What they're doing is the same thing he's doing. They're not treating it that like this is a team of people that are working very well together. These are 5 individual people all on these opposite side of this court, just doing it for themselves and relying on the other people on the team. And Lamar sees that in them, and he recognizes that.
All right. We have set up, and Lamar has taken this card, so let's play.
Okay. Rival team. Your hunger sparks a terrifying fire as every moment becomes a battle. Draw 3 cards, play 2 face down, and reveal the third. Answer a headway or a setback on your revealed card to set up the moment by describing your competitive play.
Ooh, okay. All right, so I'm drawing 3. 1, 2, and then I'm bringing 1 face up.
Yes.
I think you get to choose.
You choose. No, you choose. Yeah, you
shoot,
choose
sorry.
which ones are face up and which ones are face down.
Okay.
Yeah, you place 2 face down, you place 1 face up, and reveal the third.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put it face down. I put it in my hand.
Okay.
So I've revealed my third.
Mm-hmm. Oh, excuse me. Stay there. Okay. Answer the headway or setback on the revealed card to set up the moment by describing your combative play.
Okay. Ooh, I like what do you sacrifice to deal an important blow? Ooh.
Oh. Okay.
This will be fun. I think oh, this could be very fun. I think right off the bat, I know, Simon, you'll have to help me out here
You
with,
got it.
I don't know about fouling or unsportsmanlike conduct, but I think Inez straight up smacks someone, like coming down over the net and ooh.
So one thing that she could do is that if she is up over, like she's above the net, she smack. So typically a foul is reserved for if you touch the net or if you touch the pole along the side, or if there's an overreach. But for example, let's say that our blockers are jumping up, they put their hands up to block, she smacks down. if she like purposefully misses the ball to just bring her open hand down and like jam some fingers,
Mm.
but have it
if
look
she
like a
brought-
whiff.
What if she brought it down and hit Lamar in the shoulder?
Ooh, like
Ooh.
she could even like hit the ball specifically to like target the shoulder area, or if she's like just trying to like if his arms are reaching up to specifically go for the arm that would send his like arm back a little bit when he's trying to block it. That could be a thing as well.
Are you amenable to this, Lamar?
Yes.
Okay. I think she does exactly that. She comes down over the net, and she sends that ball straight into your bad shoulder.
Lamar takes it and he hits the ground and grabs his shoulder, but he doesn't yell out in pain or anything. He does not show that. He just grabs his shoulder like it's in immense pain, but he just grits his teeth and he just slowly pushes himself back up and just trying his best to flex out the pain of that hit. And he yells at the ref, like, "Ref, are you gonna fucking call this or what?"
And the ref looks to give you, if anything, I think they would look to give you the foul because you were swearing at the ref. And it's Chaz being like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, like I feel like this is a normal thing for Lamar too.
Yeah.
Like him just cursing out the ref is a normal thing.
Ref,
Alright.
like, whistle up, flag getting raised, eyes like,
All right, so you, Lamar, this is your card.
Yes.
You are pressured at every turn. Choose your response, and then you will draw 2 cards plus any spirit you'd like to spend.
Okay, so I have these two options.
You're
I
gonna
have
fight fire with
with
fire.
How do I escalate the situation by giving as good as you get? Both sides draw additional 2 cards, and each side's card and draw 2 additional cards. Add each cards together. If you have the higher total, you win. Okay. Or turn down the heat. How you de-escalate and try to keep tempers cool. Discard 1 card and choose one of your rival's cards to discard, revealing all remaining cards. If you have the lowest card minus fight, you win. Answer the headway to setback to show how the point ends. Okay.
Here, I'll go ahead and put my face down cards back up here as well, just in case.
Okay. I'm gonna go with fight fire with fire.
Okay.
So
You'll pull 4 cards.
4 cards. 2, 3, 4. And
so do I believe.
yeah, you pull 2 more cards. So you should have 4 out there also.
Well, I pull because this 3 also counts. So
Yeah.
I have 5 total.
Yes.
All right. So
Okay.
we're gonna roll these back and we're gonna add them all together, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh. So that
Ooh.
is
17.
12, 17.
17 for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got
16 for you.
16.
So-
Oh,
Oh, that was close.
whoa, that
was
was
so
a close
close.
one.
Oh my gosh.
Those
If
2 ones saved y'all. Woo.
You really.
Okay,
So because I win, answer a headway or a setback to describe how the point is. So I answer a headway or setback on either of these cards?
yeah, go with your first one. Make it easy.
Okay. Come on, zoom in. Zoom it. Zoom it. There we go. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'm going to do the headway that says what new spin do you add to your old technique? So I think it's this moment because She hit me in the shoulder, so now my shoulder is killing me. I can't do anything. I can't hit as powerful as I normally would. So what happens is, during the next set, as I jump up for the ball, like there's this moment where it cuts back to the training I had with Victor and how he was showing me how I can counter and be aggressive without using my full like force of my arm. And what happens as soon as they go up for the spike, and as soon as the ball comes up for the spike, and they try to like, they think I'm about to power slam it right down, I twist my arm around and I slap it up over their heads so it
Just-
arches up high.
Just the touch.
Yeah, just the
touch.
light
Just
touch.
like Victor taught you.
Yeah.
It's a dump.
And I just slap it the right way so that they think they're all moving forward, but they move too far forward and it flies right over their heads and it lands on the court, getting a point.
I love it. That is 1 point for the Sharks.
Nice kill.
All right.
So we
That
put
was
everything
a
in the
lot of
discard pile?
cards. Yeah, go and put a discard. I'm gonna also just recall
Okay.
and shuffle.
That was like half the deck in one
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, that
I'm
was.
just gonna recall and shuffle those. All right. So, who would like to take the next in the array?
Is it the Bliss or Off My Game?
You can actually choose from any of them that are up there.
I'm looking at Bliss, and it's looking real good for Liam.
Yeah, our first two are set. We have to start with opening moves, and then we have to start from one of the rival team moves. But now it's fair game.
Okay.
Either of those three up top.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for Bliss. If that's cool with
Bliss?
everyone.
All right.
Take it.
Take it. Go for it. Read it out for me, because I can't see.
If it would expand, please.
Hover over it.
Yeah.
I am. It just takes a while.
It takes a minute.
Bliss. Setup. You. Flashback to the last time this brought you joy. Also, why do you struggle to capture that feeling? How do you try to connect with it? Also,
Ooh.
ask a teammate, do you feel the same, the joy of this right now? Teammate, give an answer. If you feel the joy, you may contribute one spirit to their draw. If you do answer, how do you share your joy with them?
All right. So you got a couple things to do.
Right. So we flash back to the school gymnasium where practice happens in the pool, the drained out Olympic-sized pool of our defunct swim team. And Chaz is basically saying, hey, you could do well in volleyball. You got the height for it. You got the hops. Just hit the ball. Hit it once. See how you feel. Come on. Do it.
I'll set it
And-
right for you. Come on.
I'll set it right for it. You'll get it hook, line, and sinker, I swear. It's funny because we're fish.
We shall.
Yum chum.
And it is the, pure white background of Chaz setting the ball up and Liam hitting it for the first time, that pain exploding in the palm of his hand, and you just hear it echo in the gymnasium like a cannon shot going straight down the line. And as Liam lands, he looks at the palm of his hands and just makes a fist real tight, like it's a good feeling. And it conveys over to this match where Chaz sets the ball up for Liam. He hits the ball directly towards one of the blockers, lands immediately, and starts rushing off to get towards the court for defense. So, Chaz, do you feel the joy in this right now?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So it says I may contribute one spirit to their draw if I answer this, but I do not have any spirit to expend.
Have to
muted.
be, you can, so only if you have
Okay.
it available.
Sounds good.
Oh.
So I will still answer the question. And know that I support you, BB. I think right now, Chaz, I don't think that he is finding joy in this necessarily. He's too worked up to experience the joy of it. But Chaz, as long as he remains on the court, he is happy. And that's why he loves being captain, is because the captain doesn't get subbed.
For now,
Now.
for play, this could be the moment to embrace the feeling welling up inside. Rival team, draw one card and answer a headway or setback for the rivals to set up the moment.
That might be fun. Why do you freeze at a crucial moment?
Liam is a blur on the.
Oh no,
Oh,
rival
it's
team.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rival
yeah,
team.
rival
Yeah.
rival team freezes in a moment, in a crucial moment, actually. So I think, so we only have one named person and a bunch of just like blockheads. I think Inez. I think in that lovely moment shared between two teammates, and we see a lovely smile on Chaz's face, and because I'm a thirsty bitch, I think the brilliance of Chaz's smile affects Inez a little bit in this moment of like,
Yeah.
I am here to focus, I am here to do a job, I am here to win, and he can be smiling right now. They can be having fun. And also, you know, Chaz has a pretty smile. So I think it causes her to be taken a little aback in that moment.
Hell.
All right.
My options are to either rein it in, focus. You're here to win. How do you stomp down your feelings and focus on the game? Draw 2 cards. If the total fight is more than 8, you win. Then you get to answer the headway. Or the setback. Or I can fly exuberantly. How do you let your joy take you higher? Draw 3 cards, plus spirit. If the total fight is more than 13, you win. Answer a headway or setback and describe how the point ends. My
Two.
card disappeared off of my thing.
Oh no.
Oop.
Where'd it go?
Mine did too.
I think it might have gotten recalled.
Uh-oh.
Oh, from earlier. Yeah. No, you would draw new cards.
Yeah, you
anyway.
draw a new card.
Oh,
yeah.
you draw new cards anyway.
Yeah, you draw new cards. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. I am going to fly exuberantly and spend a spirit to draw an extra
Okay.
card.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna draw. So the way that spirit works is, so you would draw 4 cards.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll choose 1 to discard. So basically, you take 4 and you keep your 3 favorites.
Okay. Well, okay, yeah, that works. Cool.
Yeah,
So
and this
here we
one
go.
is mine, so I'm gonna move him over here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
And
So I'm definitely discarding the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. And
Wow.
I believe that definitely.
actually, no matter
is-
what, it would have be. Oh, it's 13 or more. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Hell of a draw.
Well done.
Hello, and welcome to RJ's incredible lucky adventure.
All
I
right,
guess
so
I have
save that last 6. Why don't you just take that last 6 and go for it?
How are you prepared for this moment? Why do you fall into your opponent's trap? I'm going to go for the headway.
Okay.
And as Liam is going up to spike one of Chaz's sets, he sees Inez like just stop in place real quick. This shark smile spreads on his lips, and you just hear hook, line, and sinker as he hits the ball and drops it right between Inez's legs, and it bounces behind her.
Devastating. Devastating. That is a 2nd point for the Sharks. Sharks, you need 1 more to win.
Let's go.
For the half or the game?
For the game.
Whoa.
I'm real.
We gotta
All
do
right.
team combo. Come on, guys.
gotta do
have to
team combo.
Wombo combo, let's go.
Wombo
Wombo
combo
combo?
time, guys. Let's go.
All right, who's gonna lead Wombo Combo?
It has to be team. It has to be
I
the
wanna
team
do
lead.
it.
It has to be
Team
captain.
captain?
I'm coming into my
Team
captain's
captain!
ship.
Let's go.
All right, team
Okay.
combo it is.
Team
Read
combo.
it out. I'm also going to recall our deck because we used a lot
Ah,
too.
no! I pressed the wrong one.
Oh, that's okay.
You can hit it again.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, I was trying to make it. I was trying to get the thing to show, and I have found that just refreshing the page
Oh,
gets it
hey!
to work. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Setup. Choose a teammate you've been practicing with. What combo move have you been training secretly together? Teammate, do you trust them right now? Why might this not work?
Secret training.
Secret sibling training.
Yeah, I was about to
Sibling
say.
training!
Sibling training. Yeah.
Teach Cora how to
So-
set.
There is a rule in volleyball, which is that the libero cannot set the ball, like they cannot go past a certain point on the court. They cannot set the ball once they go past that point. So libero is technically not considered in the setting position. A standard practice that a libero does is a small jump over the line, because as long as they are in the air while they perform the set, they are not considered over the line, and it is a legal set. So I
Ooh.
love this moment of Inez being like, there are no new tricks that they could possibly do. And so they have forced so what happens is like you can't touch the ball twice. So I feel like Inez and co have hit the ball to Chaz on the first hit. So they know that he can't be the second one, which would then be the setter, who would then lead it up for the third hit. So he makes sure that when he receives it to go to Cora, and he is going to then run up with, I want to say, Lamar and Liam, and will jump into the air to go for a spike. However, Cora will need to help and actually perform the set and take ownership of this team, be the one that we all rely on to get this final point. So, teammate, do you trust them right now? Why might this not work?
I think in her mind, she's like, because you're the setter, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, in her mind, she's like, I can't do what my brother can do. I've always been in his shadow. But at the same time, while she may not trust her own ability, she trusts you.
Hell yeah. Look,
I like to think for the anime moments of this is when she is like doing this setup. There's this moment where like everything is like the black background, and you see her going up for the set, and you see like our faces passing by her from the behind as like we're giving our words of encouragement to her.
Say run playing in the background.
I
Water
just
droplet
fucking
ripple.
started playing You Say Run.
I was
Hand
going to
control,
say
hand
there
control.
is the moment as well where like as we're jumping, it does that like it does do that that side shot where it shows the above lights, all of our shadows are on Cora, and she has this moment of like, I've been living in the shadows for too long, but that just means that I've become the greatest decoy. And then like, but like as the three of us pass by, when you say that, the shadows are no longer on you and you are in the full light doing the set.
And like I think in the way it's like the way the scene is set up too is that it's like we see it from Inez's point of view, where she's like calculating. So they're all three of them are wasting their time and then going up for a strike themselves. I can prepare. Our team can prepare ourselves for it, and like there's no music playing. But then there's this moment where she doesn't see the ball, and then You Say Run starts playing as we see Cora crest above everyone else for her hit.
No, Cora's doing the set. She's like
Yeah,
delivering
yes.
the ball. Yeah. Okay, so the play now is the moment. Show them what you've got. I will draw one card and reveal it. How do I show trust in my teammate? Ah, shit. That's a 2. Oh no!
Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no! What does that
Uh,
mean?
Okay, so as the teammate, I believe now I get to draw 2 cards plus spirit and choose. I have one more spirit token. Let's spend them while we got 'em. We can't hoard
You got
up
all that
reason.
spirit tokens. You got to use it now.
It's time.
Light 'em
Okay,
if you got 'em.
so that means I draw 3 cards. Oh,
So
heavens.
you'll still get to choose your 2, but you get to choose 3, and then you discard 1. You pick your 2 favorites.
Okay, time to flip them over. 2, uh-oh. 1, uh-oh. 4, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So I'm done with the 1. That feels right.
Uh-huh.
To dump the 1.
Okay. Connect. Play a card of the suite played by your teammate to connect with them despite the pressure.
Oh, thank God.
Oh.
Yeah,
So I have the 2. I connect.
yes!
Yes.
Yay! We connect.
Okay, so to connect, how do I feel the pressure? We have never done this in a game. This is not something I feel like we have practiced a whole lot, but in this game, in this moment, there was never a situation that felt more right to bust this out.
Absolutely.
And I think it's like, as they're getting ready, there is like that flashback vignette of the 2 of them practicing. And it's Chaz putting his hand on Cora's shoulder, being like, you are legitimately the only person on our team who can do this. This is, the Libero might have many jobs, but you are the vanguard, you are the protector, you will be the one to see us over the net.
This is a nail biter, y'all. Because as the rival team, now I draw 2. I have to beat 6. So again,
That doesn't seem like a hard number.
I know, but this is
You
big.
never
Again,
know.
You're not gonna lose because it's 2-zip right now, but that was still a lovely moment regardless. So here we go. 1. If this is
We
if
win
this
even on
is-
a tie.
Yeah.
You even on a tie. So if this is a 5 or less, this has to be a 6. 3, 2, 1. It's a 1!
Let's go.
Yes. All right. So how do I respond to this play? Oh, this is. Why can't you keep up? Is the setback. I love that. I think it's exactly like we described. Inez, as hardcore, as regimented, as ready as she thought her team was. Oh, I love the idea of that last game that you guys had with the arrows. At the end of that game, you guys essentially practiced the setup for this move. You didn't get it. It wasn't quite right. But if she had just stayed, if she had just been prepared to learn something new about your new tricks, maybe she would have gotten a little glimmer of a shadow of this. But she didn't. And so instead, she is absolutely shocked to see you all pull this move off. And we see, of course, the beautiful slow-mo moments of the ball just out of her reach and hit the floor. And that is a total of 3. That is 3 zip for the Sharks. The Sharks, the South Beach Sharks, have won the grand final championships.
Woo!
We did it.
I need vignettes from all of you. I need a vignette for the moments as soon as you've won this match. What happens from each of you? I don't care in what order. I know your fans, your friends, your family just flood from the stands. People are gonna be picked up and put on shoulders. Who's doing the picking up?
I think
and
Lamar
who's on
is.
them?
Lamar doesn't do the picking up because his shoulder's messed up. But I think for Lamar is a moment as soon as it happens, he cheers and he rips off his shirt and twirls it above his head.
I think in this moment, Cora runs to Chaz and just gives him a big hug.
And Chaz, I think, is like lifts her up off the ground, like spins around. Like, oh my god, did you see them? Oh my god! Like, he's just like losing his goddamn mind. And then he sets her down and like takes a step back and says, I knew I was leaving the team in good hands.
Screaming.
Liam is standing in front of the net. He has his hands behind his head to expand his chest to get more oxygen in, and just beads of sweat falling off his brow, eyes closed, looking up at the lights. There is a smile on his face.
Liam, you're gonna have to get a move on because you have a swarm of about 500 fans with your face plastered on their shirts. I love lemon. You're gonna need to run. What do you do?
Never a wasted moment. There is a dust trail as he begins to just like quickly leave the auditorium, passing by his teammates, giving them like slaps on the shoulders. I gotta get out of here. Good job, everybody. I'll see you in a bit.
Go. The vignette with Chaz is traditionally after the matches, the captains have to shake hands, just as a like, hey, like good sportsmanship thing. And so the last thing that I think Chaz would do is go over. He would bow to the demons, and then he would go over and he would take Inez's hand and like clap it on the side and shake it and just say, thank you for an amazing game.
I think at that moment, Inez gives his hand a squeeze back, and she smiles, and she says, thank you for giving me a fun game.
And I think Chaz will smile to himself and says, if you ever need a partner to practice with, you know where to find me.
How about tomorrow, if you're free?
And at that, I think that he smiles, and he'll say, yeah.
But let's not have it be about volleyball.
Well, how about this? Traditionally, the teams usually will go out for dinner or something after the round. It might not be about volleyball, but I did just win. So I think I could at least do, I feel like I could at least buy you a meal.
She smiles and she says, I'll take you up on that.
Hell yeah. Fraternizing with the enemy? It's more
Well,
likely
no,
than
you're-
you'd think.
They're not the enemy if you just beat their ass.
Hey, let's go.
History's written
Let's
by
go,
the victors,
gamers!
baby. I also have a very satisfying vignette for Guppy and Chaz.
Do it.
Over a large mahogany desk, as Dr. Charles Bronte is reading a newspaper, there is a wire in earphone in his ear, and it's plugged into a laptop that has like spreadsheets of like financial stuff, but also the live stream of the game. And as the announcer is yelling, "The Sharks have done it! The Sharks have done it!" The good doctor raises a hand and then just clenches a fist like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
We still don't see his face though.
No,
It's
we
just,
still don't see it.
his face is completely blocked by the laptop. Yeah.
It's home improvement, like neighbor
Yeah.
over fence. It's
Yeah.
over newspaper all the time.
Yeah. I love it. That is our match, which we won.
Yes!
Yes!
Ah!
And all that's left, friends, is the ending credits of our season finale. So I would like each of you to give us a quick snapshot
Okay.
for each of your main characters.
I know, because this is a shonen sports anime. You know the ending theme is super mellow and quiet and chill, totally opposite of what the series was about. So, and it's like everyone in like these very like it's like very very chill subtle motifs, and I think for Lamar's it's it's a picture, it's a scene of him walking along the bridge that him, Chaz, and Liam always jog over, and he has his bag over his shoulders. His uniform like jacket is hanging off his shoulders, and the way as he's walking across it, you see reflection of him on the bridge, but the reflection of him is him like during a volleyball match, all battered and bruised and looking like an absolute beast. So you see like the two polar sides of him as he's walking on this bridge.
Okay, may I present a counter argument for the end
Yes.
credits?
Counter-argument?
If it's the season finale of an anime, that means that the last episode you lead in with animation, but
That's
it's the intro
true.
theme that makes you feel things again.
That's true. It is
Yeah.
the intro theme.
It's
all
always
over
the
again.
intro theme because
Yeah.
it's fucking choice.
Yeah.
So we think
So this is it. Yeah, so if this is the intro theme all over again with Lamar, because it's like the catch up of the big ending, it's Lamar. You see Lamar like coaching a pee-wee volleyball team, and the team is called the Bayside Nurse Sharks, and they're they're like these little 5-year-olds, right? And they're like he's just drilling these hardcore like serving drills into them, just take the hit, bam, take the hit over and over again. But like there is one kid who's getting it, and yeah.
Yes. I love it. Who's next?
I've got one.
Do it.
Kylan, if you are amenable to this small vignette adding Guppy in here, Guppy is waiting at a bus stop and looking at their phone. There is a few seconds before she hears Liam go, "Hey, sorry I'm late," and jogs up to her. He looks over his shoulder at a amusement park entrance and asks her, "You ready?"
Let's do it.
He will take her hand and lead her in.
Mwah, spicy.
Then season 2, when she finally goes over to the team, this is gonna get so weird.
Opa Opa by Despina Vandy, the like Greek Celine Dion, is playing for me right now,
Oh,
which is
what? I want to know
fucking
this song.
perfect right now. Opa Opa, look at Despina Vandy, Opa Opa, look it up. It's the
I'll
English
do my
version.
best.
It's fantastic.
Now I'm
For me,
gonna.
the end credits are going. Oh,
No, he's just gonna look it up.
okay. For me, the end theme is "Sing Your World" by Yasubi.
Oh yeah.
I'll post that in chat. It's a good one.
I think
Credits.
the end credits for Chaz is him going for a run, but he passes by a like a small building that has like a TV facing outward, so you could catch it if you were going by, and he sees Inez, but she's playing on a pro league. And he just like smiles to himself, shakes his head, and then will continue his jog.
I love it.
Okay. If you are amenable indoor, I
Always.
think the last scene for Cora and Chaz will be of Chaz like handing over a folded up shirt, and then all you see on the number is the back that says 1.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's him handing it over. Definitely has that number 1. Sid, I have a question.
Yeah.
Similar to the intro, do we all get 2 vignettes or is it a single vignette?
You know what? Let's do 2 because I love this group and this is a one shot. Do it.
Okay. I had an idea for like the last scene of the intro. So if other people want to go, I will.
Oh no,
And these can be snapshots too. They don't have to be a
Okay.
full vignette. It can literally just be like one of those little shots of like someone getting sprayed with water. Like whatever it is.
The club door crashes open during summer training, and Liam is breathless holding a piece of paper. Guys, we got a sponsor!
The last scene, I think, or the last snapshot is it shows like Cora and Liam like grabbing books, running to class, and it shows in the background the trophy case, and then it pans into the trophy case and you just see that there's this grayed out picture of our team directly after having won that last match. Big smiles, and there is a banner that is hanging behind them that just says "Never look down."
That's it. That's the shot.
that's it.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
That's a good show.
God, now we have to wait for next season? Damn it.
Well, actually, this is they already approved we're getting a second core, so we just gotta wait 2 weeks.
Oh, great. Excellent.
They confirmed a second core, so we're good.
Okay.
It depends, though. Is it a Netflix second core, or is it like a?
Oh no, this is
Crunchyroll?
official. This is official second core. This is official.
Cool.
Oh,
because
so
we're not
this
getting a
is-
third with Netflix.
So this
No,
is
we're not.
this is like ReZero second core, where there's gonna be multiple years between the animation. It'll be fine.
Oh,
No, then we go to like the young generation of new
Yeah.
kids.
All of the kids that got trained by Lamar.
yeah. They
Hell
do a
yeah.
time skip. There's a 5-year time skip.
Well.
Chaz comes back with a giant X scar on his chest. Like, oh, he just won't explain it ever. It's fine.
Other than the spin-offs, which there are numerous and many possible, that's our game, friends. I hope you all enjoyed our very own volleyball anime, Never Look Down. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Sid. This was a fantastic
you.
game.
It
You
was
were
so
a
good,
wonderful
thank you.
facilitator.
Thank you.
I
I
had
highly, highly recommend everyone, please. They are people of color owned, queer owned, Storybirds, role playing, publishing are fantastic. Again, my favorite game, Good Society, they make it. They have so many wonderful games, and they're such wonderful people. I've had the pleasure of playing with the game devs on a couple occasions. They're wonderful human beings, so definitely check out their stuff.
Well, speaking of stuff that I really enjoy, Sid, where can we find you? What do you do?
Me? Well, I've been in the gaming sphere for many years, and I have enjoyed for many years now playing with all these lovely people. You can find me most weeks over on twitch.tv/game nights, 2 G's and a K, where I am currently playing on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. So yeah, check it out.
And Wally, where can we find you? What do you do?
Yeah, what's up? You can find me over at GGK, also playing every Monday and Tuesday nights with us alongside Sid. You can also find me over at Hushuk_Kids YouTube channel playing some Lurking Legends, One Piece TTRPG, which is super dope. We have more episodes coming out soon, and just follow me on social medias at WALLE132. You can just find out what I'm doing because I got stuff.
And Kylan.
Hey everybody, it's me, KylewithAnN. To be honest, I don't do a lot these days, but you can still find me on Blue Sky, KylewithAnN. I'll try to get back into Twitch streaming sometime soon, where I normally play, let's be honest, I play Pokemon games. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, I do have a special Pokemon dedicated Instagram. It's Fairy Fire Kylan. That's probably where I do most stuff right now, to be honest. But thanks for having me play, and thanks for watching, everyone.
And RJ.
Hey everybody, it's me, your boy RJ. You can catch me at RJustice282 on most other socials. I'm doing a lot of things over the internet, especially on Mondays over the Indoor Adventures, right here, where we're doing Gold Rush, our country, western magic. I'm a cowboy, baby. It's great. Did you know, during the month of June, over at the Hype Goblins, we are doing a fundraiser for the Trans Empowerment Project. We're already $500 in, and you can do some wacky stuff with some of the redeemables, like gift us legendary items and health potions, and make people roll on a chaotic table where you suddenly jump 30 feet to the left. It didn't affect me, I swear. It did. Also, you can watch me dig through slime to get at dice, because each room of the dungeon we complete, I get a small little dice thing from Sarah. It'll be great. It's great. Other than that, I'm on GGK on Saturdays with Sid, where we play Blades in the Dark. And like Dr. Frankenfurter, in 7 days, I'm going to make myself a man.
He might have a tan, but if he had a tan, it would be a little weird in Duskfall.
Oh,
'cause
y'all
there's no
aren't
sun,
ready for
so
Adult Fume. I'm going to make him pretty.
I'm scared.
I'm not. I'm
I'm not.
I'm
also
anticipating it.
I need to hit up.
I
the-
have to deal with him, so I'm scared.
Oh, it's great. It's fun. That's me.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey, Corins, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures. We do shows like this on Monday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And next month, hopefully, maybe, there will be a project. Kylan might show up more frequently. Hey, maybe that's something we can all look forward to. But for right now, just Mondays, 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am so happy that we were able to finally get this one shot off the ground. I think we've been planning this since November.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
long time coming, but worth it. Perfect. Absolutely incredible. Fantastic. No notes. Sid, thank you again for running this game. It was
Thank you
fantastic.
for having me and letting me play this.
Of course.
So excited.
I love having all of these folks on the channel. It's a blast. But again, if this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/Indoor Adventures to check up on all the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards anywhere audio casts are being made available for free. Sid, thank you again for running this show. Thank you to these players for putting up with our bullshit once again this week.
Thank you, and you, and you, and you.
And thank you to everybody who decided to stop on by, because we couldn't do shows like this without all of you. So we are going to be heading off into our after show called Nights in the Courtyard. Stick around for it on patreon.com/Indoor Adventures. It's going to be a good time. But until next time, bye-bye!